Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to Football Carnage. And we got another frenzy video for you guys right here on the channel. Last week of the transfer window, a lot of shit is going on. A lot of news is breaking. There's so many things to talk about that I'm here to tell you guys right now. You might as well go grab a drink, grab some popcorn, because you're about to be entertained for at least the next hour and a half with the amount of stuff that we got to go through today. But yo, big up to everybody that's going to be joining. Right? Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel as well, and get in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about some of the news that we're going to be talking about. And yeah, man, big up everybody, bro. I hope everybody's teams are having some successful windows. I hope that you guys are, looking forward to the show. And if you happen to catch me after I'm done being live, that's okay. Big up to you. Make sure you smash the like button as well. And I'm going to have chapters so you can just jump around and listen to the parts that you care about and get in the comment section. Let me know what you think about some of the deals that we're going to be talking about. But look, man, it's been a real long day. All right, guys, I don't know about you, but it seems like Tuesdays and Mondays, there's always just so much stuff going on, bro. It's super annoying. But things have calmed down now, right? News cycle has calmed down. I know what, for the English guys, if it's 8:30 for me, y'all what, 5 hours ahead? It's probably like 2 a.m. where you guys are at. So I'm like, okay, things have calmed down. I finally got some time to do this live stream. I made all the overlays. I'm super excited because a lot of these rumors, they excite me for some reason. And I want to big up everybody that's already in here. Yo, what's going on? Input, yo, my guy, big up, bro, big up. And we also got Nick, my guy, bro. Welcome. And real quick before we start, little shameless plug. Right? If you guys want to become a member of the channel, right, we got some cool emojis, right? You get some custom badges as well. You can click that link, become a member, right? I just dropped those Real Madrid emojis. I will be adding some new team logos as well because, Football Carnage, it's not just a Real Madrid fan channel. You know what I'm saying? It's for everybody. So I definitely want people to be able to put their team emojis in the chat as well. And if I'm being honest, I could actually guarantee that those would be in there by tomorrow, right? Maybe add some Arsenal. Maybe add Manchester United. I'll even add Barcelona because everybody's welcomed here. It is what it is. You get me? But look, man, big up everybody. As I said, if you're watching this, if you're watching me live, especially, man, you might as well smash the likes, get in the chat, and just vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a great stream. Input says Darwin Nunez to Arsenal rumors getting on my nerves. Doesn't fit our team, and honestly, don't give two fucks about him. I kind of agree with you, and we will be talking about him. But that's going to be, a little bit later on in the show. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me run down what we're going to be talking about since you guys are here, just so, you guys can know, right? So we're going to be talking about Sancho, Sterling, Osimhen, Chiesa, right? Ivan Toney, Vinicius, and this whole Saudi thing. Got to also talk about Zinedine Zidane, right? They're saying that Ronaldo wants him to be his manager in Saudi. Got to go into Kingsley Coman as well, right? Because he's about to leave Bayern Munich. Then we got Alphonso Davies, Memphis Depay, Rayo Vallecano are trying to do a madness chat. And then we also got the Darwin Nunez to Arsenal rumors. So that's kind of the order that I'm going to go into, actually. Now that I just said it out loud, I might as well just go that way, right? What you guys think? Sterling is a good option for United as they do not have a heavy dribbler yet. Okay, so you know what? The Sterling one's going to come early. But let's just get straight into it, right? I don't want to waste too much time because I'm just getting excited thinking about the things that we talk about. And I like that people disagree with some of my opinions as well. But look, first thing I'm going to go to is Jadon Sancho, right? This guy's being linked with the move to Chelsea. He's also being linked with a move to Juventus. Now, I need you guys to let me know, if you're Jadon Sancho, which club would you prefer to go to? Because I see the Chelsea links, right? I see the Juve links. And one of these teams makes a lot more sense than the other. And if I'm being honest, you guys know I rate Chelsea, right? I rate their squad. I rate what they got going on. I even predicted them to compete for top 4 this season, regardless of any other news that might have, or any other transfers that might have come after the season started. Like, that was my prediction back then, top 4, 5th the lowest. And we're going to just start with Chelsea now that because since I brought them up like that. Bro, Jadon Sancho should not be going to Chelsea. I'm going to say this right now. I think this would be a terrible decision for his career. Chelsea are wingers FC. How many more wingers do they need? If you're Jadon Sancho, you're considered a Manchester United flop, right? You couldn't get in the squad there. You barely played. You fell out with the manager. The next move that you make should be to a club where you are going to start and you know for sure that the manager wants you. Because when I'm looking at Chelsea, you got Cole Palmer that plays on the wing. You got Madueke. You got Mudryk. You just signed Pedro Neto. Now you got João Felix, right? You also got, well, we're not going to consider Sterling because if this deal does happen, then he'll probably end up at Manchester United. But point is, there's just so many players that already are in that area of the pitch for Chelsea. That's the main reason why I don't think he should go there. I think stylistically, right, you see what Maresca's trying to do. They want to play possession-based football, and they do have a lot of technical ballers, right? Like Chelsea's technical floor as a team is very high. But for Sancho, I just don't understand how this deal would benefit him. I also don't really believe that if he goes to Chelsea, he makes that much of an impact because of all the options that they have. Now, I rate Sancho, right? You guys already know that's my guy. I think Sancho is a really good player, and I think whoever signs him is going to be getting a good deal. And I think, again, the system that he plays at, well, that he would play at Chelsea does fit his skill set. But again, it's just too many mouths to feed over there. He needs to go to some place where the manager wants him and where the style of football is also a little bit better. Let's be honest. I mean, you see what they're doing at Juve, right? Thiago Motta's just come in. He has them playing some really good football, right? I watched them the other day against Verona. They were cooking. They were playing some nice, saucy football. Like, it was really nice to watch. And when I look at the team that they have, they don't even have depth like that on the wings. Sancho immediately walks into that team, right? Thiago Motta has already made it known that Sancho is a player that he values. And I also think that Sancho would do better in Italy than he would in the Premier League. We all know that the Premier League is the fastest and most physical league in the world, right? Serie A is a lot slower, right? You get a lot more time on the ball. Technical players usually thrive in those kind of environments. And the most important thing that I just brought up is that Thiago Motta believes in Sancho. He wants him. Do we even know if Maresca wants Sancho? Do we know? Because this could just be a club signing. But I don't think if you're Chelsea, another winger is what you need. I think Juve, they need a winger, right? They got my man Chiesa. He's training with the under-8s. They done banned him from the squad. They got him babysitting during training. I don't see any wingers in that team that are better than Sancho. Again, they play good possession-based football as well. It looked nice. I'm not going to lie. And Sancho's going to be able to provide assists for Vlahovic, who I think is a pretty decent striker. And again, I just think at Juve, it's more guaranteed playing time. The style of football suits what you're good at, right? Because one of the main issues that I think he has at Manchester United is a player like Jadon Sancho should not be tracking back all the time and trying to defend and then, you know, do counterattacks and long balls over the top to Marcus Rashford or Megan Rapinoe. That's not what he should be doing. A player like Jadon Sancho needs to be in a team that's going to control the ball, that's going to be building up the play slowly, that's going to be looking to get his teammates involved. Yo, Sancho's skill set, when he was at Dortmund, before he went to Manchester United, everybody thought that this guy was going to be a world-class player by this time in his career. And I just think the systems at Manchester United have not suited a player that has his skill set. And I'm not just putting all the blame on the club, because I do think Sancho, when he has been given a chance, he hasn't done enough. But I put most of the blame on the club. Like, you don't buy Sancho and then you're asking him to track back and defend. That's not what he was doing at Dortmund. This guy, Sancho's a guy that can slow down the game. He's good with the ball at his feet. He's a good passer. He gets his teammates involved. He can link play. And United just have done the complete opposite. You got Ten Hag. This guy's playing terroristic football over there. He's committing crimes against this sport at Manchester United. It's horrendous. Have you guys watched Manchester United the last 3 seasons? Imagine doing a watch-along for them. It feels like a punishment. It feels like I did something wrong. Like I don't deserve to be watching them. but yet I put myself through it for the content. But I tried to tell you guys that he had no future at Manchester United. Once they didn't sack Ten Hag, once they decided to keep him and then also give him a contract extension, I said it. I said Sancho's time is done here. It's done. I know that he came back from preseason and they talked about, oh, they drew a line in the sand and they have overcome. Bro, that was all bullshit. Sancho and Ten Hag do not like each other. You don't treat somebody like how Ten Hag treated Sancho, then 6 months later, after you come back on loan, well, from loan, it's all good. No, this man had Jadon Sancho getting changed in his car. He had this man eating lunch outside. He couldn't even enter the facilities. He couldn't enter the dressing room. My man was banned. And all because he stood up for himself after the manager threw him underneath the bus in a game that he didn't play in. And if it wasn't clear for everybody, because I remember back then when I said Sancho's going to be sold, I said, I can't see him staying at Manchester United. Everybody said, nah, Will, you're crazy. You know, Sancho's a good player. The manager and him have made up. No, bro, because I can tell human dynamics. Once I saw that first game, Fulham versus Manchester United, and Sancho did not make the team, I knew the writing was on the wall. Literally, I knew it was over. It was over because he played all preseason. He was healthy, and you didn't put him in the team. Make that make sense, considering how shit Manchester United's winger options are. These guys are going out there with Antony, Garnacho, Marcus Rashford. The only good winger that they have is Amad Diallo. They're starving for wingers. But I'm supposed to believe that Sancho can't make the bench. Sancho can't play in this team. I'm telling you, bro, that manager is a fraud. He's a fraud. And I'm telling you, whoever gets Sancho, he's going to ball out for them. He just needs to make the right decision, which I think would be Juve, right? Leave England. I know that he probably grew up a Chelsea fan. That's what some people are saying. But, bro, you're going to go to Chelsea right now. You're going to be one of many. It's about 15 wingers over there. You go to Juve, you know for sure that the manager wants you. The style of football that they play fits what you like to do. And you get to live in Italy. Get to eat some homemade pasta, some garlic bread. You know what I'm saying? Some baked ziti. Like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I view it. I think Chelsea, I like what they got going on. A lot of talent is in that team. And I told you guys, Chelsea are going to surprise a lot of people this season. Everybody says, oh, Will, oh, you're a Chelsea dick rider. No, bro, I just see the talent there. Reece James, Malo Gusto, right? I like Enzo Fernandez. I like Caicedo, Romeo Lavia. You also got Madueke, right? You got Pedro Neto. You got João Felix, Cole Palmer, right? And Nkunku. They don't need a Sancho. They really don't. They're attacking, like Chelsea's attack, I think is going to be one of the best in the league this season. It's stacked. They need a striker. They don't need another winger. You go to Juve, Sancho. They was playing some wingers against Verona to start the game, mind you. I had no idea who the hell these guys were. One of Juve's wingers was wearing like number 54. I said, oh my gosh. Sancho would walk right in here and he would cook. I think you can probably see a closer version of Jadon Sancho, like what he was at Dortmund before he went to Manchester United, than you would at Juve, than you would at Chelsea. That's all that I'm saying, bro. I think Juve just makes the most sense. That's ultimately where I think he ends up if I had to put money on it. And, we'll follow this story. But it just kind of sucks how things have happened at Manchester United for him. Because I remember when they first signed him, I swear that's the same summer they signed Ronaldo and they signed Rafael Varane. And I was like, oh, my God, United are cooking. I was like, United might be back. Like, this might be a serious team next season. And it hasn't worked out. And the thing is, if I was Sancho, I would have been forcing this move anyways. Once they gave Rasmus Højlund the number 9, I would have handed in my transfer request. Because how the hell am I still wearing number 25? They got my guy Sancho wearing a number as if he's from the academy. They could have gave him a better number than that. But, it is what it is, man. Look, Manchester United fans, they want him out. A majority of them, they don't appreciate good footballers. United fans like dead ballers, right? They like guys like Bruno Fernandes. They like guys like Megan Rapinoe, Marcus Rashford. And not Antony. Nobody likes him. right? But this is the kind of players that they like, the Luke Shaws of the world. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I'm looking at that United attack, and I'm like, yo, that shit is dead. And you're telling me that Sancho can't make an impact? But whatever. It is what it is. I think it's for the best. He shouldn't even want to play at Manchester United, because even if him and Ten Hag really did make up, and if they were cool, the system that Ten Hag wants to play doesn't benefit you. So even if you were out there playing, I don't really think you'd be doing that much. Honestly, Chelsea, Juve, both of them are a better fit than Manchester United for Sancho. But I just think Juve is the move that I would make. Leave the Premier League, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like maybe the Premier League it just isn't for you. But point is, I think Sancho's going to cook wherever he goes, as long as they play a possession-based style of football. I'm telling you, you guys to see, bro. But let me know what you guys think, and where would you sign if you were Jadon Sancho? What you man saying in the chat? Let me see. Yo, it's kind of hot in my room, bro. What's going on? What's going on? This fan right here not working. Let me make sure that Let me see. I would prefer Juve, especially with Chelsea, with Chiesa leaving. But honestly, if I was Man United, I would be doing everything in my power to keep Sancho because of how good he was last season. Yeah, I mean, the second half of last season, he was cooking for Dortmund. This man was in the Champions League on the same pitch as Mbappe and looked like the best player. I'm telling you, bro. And I think he's not going to cost a lot either. I can't see Sancho going for more than 35 to 40 million. And I think in a few seasons at Juve, this guy would have a resale. I think Juve could make profit on him. I think that his market value will rise again once he goes to a team that actually suits him. Palmer plays as a 10. That's true. He played as a 10 against Wolves. But where did Palmer cook last season? On that right wing, right? So he could play both. Point is, Palmer's an option on the wing if Maresca wants to rotate things. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I brought him up like that. And then Chelsea also got Estevan Willian, and then Kendry Pye's coming in. It's like, damn, how many wingers do you need? Like, it's crazy. Let me see. Totally agree with everything you're saying here, man. Look, man, my guy input, big up, bro. As a United fan, hopefully Juve will come to buy him. No more Chelsea rejects. Yeah, we're going to talk about a Chelsea reject in a second with you guys, bro. Big up to John Santos. I don't think I've ever seen you here, my guy, but welcome to the channel. Says Chelsea isn't a stable club. Should go Juve, where he's guaranteed enough playing time. That's what I'm saying, bro. I think if Chelsea didn't have any wingers, right? Like, if they didn't just go out there and buy Pedro Neto, if they didn't just go get last week they got Pedro Neto and João Felix, right? If they didn't already have Madueke, if they didn't already have a Mudryk and these other guys, then yeah, I'd say, yeah, go to Chelsea. Because I think stylistically, he would do well there. But you're not guaranteed game time, enough game time, you know? So the next move has to be the right one. And he has to also be willing to take a pay cut. Because ain't nobody going to pay you as much as you're on at Manchester United, right? And I know that Juve, they don't have like all the money like that, like these Premier League clubs do. So he's probably going to have to reduce his wages significantly. But yeah, man, it makes sense that rivals don't want him to go to Chelsea. Well, the thing is, there's a lot of United fans that think Sancho is shit. So if Sancho's so shit, what does it matter? What does it matter if he goes to Chelsea? See, it's because you don't want him to cook. You don't want him to, you don't want to have to watch him in another team in the same league put in some good performances and help them do stuff. Because I actually think that Chelsea, I'm telling you guys, Chelsea are a very scary team. Megan Rapinoe, bro, look at this guy. Danny Olmo and Garnacho, the Megan Rapinos of world football, of men world football. These guys look like they should be putting on a U.S. women's national team kit and going out there and kicking ball for them. Chelsea isn't a stable team yet. Rivals thinking so much about Chelsea. I agree with you, bro. Big up Peter Pan. Whoa, Peter Pan. Yeah, I know Peter Pan. Staffy's run out of energy watching Manchester United. Bro, I'm not even a United fan, and when I watch them, I'm out of energy. So I could only imagine actually caring about the result. Because at least when I watch Manchester United, I don't care if they win or lose. I couldn't even imagine my mood being determined by that. Big up to all the United fans that get on camera and make content. Trust me, it ain't easy. As my guy Saeed would say. Scott, now I got in England's crap. Italy is great. Bro, that's what I'm saying. No offense to all the UK guys, but yo, UK is whack. Weather's bad. The food looks bad. Yo, this guy Sancho go to Italy, gonna be eating some pasta, some spaghetti with meatballs, right? Some Italian pizza. The weather is nice. The scenery is beautiful. All that there is in England is just rain, peas and chips. Like, come on, right? Nah, man. Yo, go to Juve. Help them revolutionize, right? When I was growing up, well, not when I was growing up, but when I first started watching football, Juventus were the team to beat in Italy, right? Like, they were on top. And then they've just fallen off since then. Now you got Inter Milan who are on top, right? AC Milan, like, it's the two Milan clubs kind of are the best, I would say. Right? I know Napoli won it like 2 seasons ago, but they've fallen off. So I think, yeah, Juve, they do want to get back to being one of the best teams in Italy. They want to go back to making Champions League finals and winning trophies. And they did win one last season with Allegri. But if I'm Sancho, I think, yo, you go to Juve, it's a huge club. Huge club. And you can help be the, one of the people that revolutionized them in terms of now they're competing, because that's what they're trying to do, right? That's why they went out there and got a Thiago Motta, who did well at, what's that team's name? Genoa, right? Like, so, yeah. I mean, Will isn't having any of that bangers and mash nonsense. Bro, garlic bread. Yeah, bro, garlic bread. Yeah, I love some good garlic bread, man. The pizzeria by my house, whenever I order pizza, I literally order garlic bread as well, because their garlic bread goes crazy. I love some garlic bread. But the thing is, though, like when the garlic's too strong, bro, it's like, your breath kind of stink a little bit. It's like you could brush your teeth and brush and brush and brush, and it still got that garlicky. So you got to like brush your teeth and do mouthwash. And then maybe an hour later, got to repeat that again. You know what I'm saying? Mouthwash again. And then maybe it goes away. But like the garlic really be getting like, I don't know. That's the only thing, don't do garlic bread if you about to link with a girl, okay? Only do garlic bread if it's your girlfriend already, okay? Because then she knows that your breath don't usually smell like that. You know what I'm saying? Look, that's just some advice from Football Carnage. All right, guys? Why you gassing Chelsea? If you watch the game, you would see they conceded 4 goals, 2 offsides. Also, if Sanchez, number 1 keeper, will consider a lot of goals. So I'm not just saying that because of that game versus Wolves, John. I think that you are new to my channel. So big up to you, bro. But I've been saying this, that Chelsea were going to be a team that surprised people before the season even started, right? Like, bro, I don't know if you guys watch the Football Terrace, right? But, like, go on the Football Terrace, their clips channel. About 3 weeks ago, I said that Chelsea have the second best midfield in the Premier League. I honestly believe that it's a top 3 midfield. They clipped that up. It's been doing some numbers. I've been getting cooked online. I am somebody that does believe in Chelsea project. Literally, like I do see what they're trying to do, and I think that it will work. So, John, it's not me having any kind of recency bias. I'm just saying what I honestly think. To be honest with you, bro, like I would never come up here and lie. Like every take that you guys hear me make, I could defend it. I could argue it, and I could make my points. Let me see. Bologna. Yeah, why did I say Genoa? The fuck? Yeah, man, Bologna. Yeah. My fault. Big up, Nick. Yeah, man, Bologna. Jeez. I'm glad Mata take the job at Juve. Yeah, I think he'll do well there. Peter Pan says, Chelsea historically performs better when nobody expects them to win. I like how rivals think Chelsea would finish 6th, removes the pressure from Chelsea, and drives them to prove the world wrong. Now, I think there's still going to be a lot of pressure at Chelsea, regardless of if the rivals rate what you guys got going on or not. Just because, to be honest with you, bro, you guys have spent $1.3 billion in like 3 years, right? There's a lot of expectations for Chelsea, regardless of if people rate you or not, because you don't spend that kind of money to not win things, to not compete. Like it's not acceptable. Hold on, let me see something quick. Why does my chair seem so low? What the fuck? What's going on? I don't think it came up anyways. All right, whatever. Let me see. Whoa, what is this thing asking me? Are you crazy? Yeah. Big up, Will on the chat. Yo, what's going on, Ramen? My guy, big up. Well, thoughts on João Cancelo leaving the club to join Al Hilal? Good deal. How much you guys got for him? What, 25 million? And by the way, Al Hilal are hooking. Oh my, They just added João Cancelo to a team that has Neymar, Mitrovic, Milinkovic-Savic, Malcolm. They got a few other good players like Bunu. They got Renan Lodi. Yo, they're cooking. They just slapped up Cristiano Ronaldo's team in like the Saudi Cup or some trophy like that, like a week or two ago. And now you add João Cancelo. I think he's gonna cook there. I think João Cancelo, he's one of those fullbacks who are good going forward, but defensively, this guy couldn't cover a light pole. But in the Saudi league, this guy's not going to be going against that many world-class wingers or that many good, this guy's going to be playing against wingers who just got off of work an hour before the game. So, yeah, I think it's a good signing. I know that Barcelona wanted him, but I guess they're too broke to afford him. And I know that, let me see, he fell out with Pep. I don't really know why he fell out with Pep. And I think that João Cancelo would have cooked if he stayed at Man City. But, I think it's a good deal for both parties, man. Chelsea's midfield has no chemistry. Yeah, fair enough. But I think the talent that they have and the system that Maresca plays, I think is gonna click. Enzo and Caicedo, or even if you want to do like Enzo and Lavia, bro, I think it's gonna work. I think there's so much talent there at Chelsea. Because Nico Williams is hard to get. Imagine that Arsenal swoop move for Sancho in the last 3 days because we desperately need. I think Sancho will cook at Arsenal. I think Sancho would cook at Arsenal. He's better than Martinelli. I was actually about to argue with Igal on Staffy's channel yesterday about that. But, that actually didn't come to fruition because I feel like that would have been a good argument to have. But, yeah, Sancho is better than Martinelli. And I think Trossard is a good player. I think Trossard is better than a Sancho. But Trossard is more of a bench player, in my opinion, because whenever he starts, he doesn't perform. When he comes off the bench, he cooks. I don't know what it is, but I think Trossard is an impact sub. Like, that's kind of how I view him. Yeah, 25 million. Good deal. He's way better than Martinelli. Yeah, no lie. Yo, no lie, bro. No lie. But, let's move forward, right? Because since we talked about the Sancho deal, right, there's a potential that Manchester United might have to get Raheem Sterling in the deal if they decide to make this move. Now, I don't know about you, chat, but I do not rate Raheem Sterling at all. Now, with that being said, does he benefit Manchester United? Does Raheem Sterling go to Manchester United right now and make them better? Let me know what you guys think, because I don't. I honestly don't. Is he better than Rashford? Sure. Is he better than every winger they have aside from Amad Diallo? Sure. But he's still shit. I don't rate Sterling at all. I think if United get Sterling and they let Sancho go to Chelsea, this would be a massive L. By the way, these clubs in the Premier League they're treating Raheem Sterling like he's a whore. They're passing him around like a blunt. This man played for Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, and now he's about to go to Manchester United? Why would they do this deal? This would be a very weird transfer. I've given Ineos a lot of credit this summer. I think the signings that they've made has improved their squad dramatically. But if they go bring in a guy like Raheem Sterling, I don't know what the hell they're doing anymore. Because this would go against everything that I thought they were trying to build. Raheem Sterling isn't a player that's going to walk into Manchester United and make them better. If you take out Rashford, who's been shit, and if you put in a Raheem Sterling, what changes? What would be different? Sterling can't finish. He has no vision. He can't pass like that. He doesn't really link play. He's just a runner. He's just fast, right? We know that Jamaican blood in him makes him really fast. But Rashford is also really fast. And again, maybe he is better than Rashford. But that doesn't mean that just because he's better than what you have, you should automatically go sign him. Like, what are we talking about? Asking me to pick between Rashford and Sterling is like asking me to pick, do I want to ride a bike to work or use a scooter? I don't want to do either. I want to drive my car. You know what I'm trying to say? Come on, guys. And I'm actually seeing Manchester United fans trying to justify this potential signing. They're saying, yo, this move wouldn't be bad. Sterling is better than what we have. So what? He's washed. He's not the guy. You might as well keep Sancho and give him an opportunity because at least he offers you something different. This would be, if I had to grade this transfer, it would have to be let's do letters, right? This would have to be a D-. It would have to be a D-. And the thing is, United's wingers are so shit that Sterling would more than likely start right now. I think he could start for Manchester United because Rashford has been awful. Marcus Rashford. I don't know what's good with this guy, but he's stealing the win. Yo, he's robbing Manchester United. I don't know how the hell that bum fleeced the number 10 and fleeced that big-ass contract because this guy should be playing for Ipswich. I ain't gonna lie. But Sterling, again, just because he's slightly better than Rashford, it doesn't mean that he should be the guy that you're going out there and signing. I'd rather United not sign anybody. If you want to let Sancho go to Chelsea, then just send him to Chelsea. Or why not ask for a better player back? This style of football that Ten Hag is playing, yeah, I think Sterling could be serviceable on the break, right? On the counters. And I think if you add Zirkzee up front, right? Zirkzee is a striker that likes to drop deep, kind of plays in like that false 9 role, right? Yeah, I think Sterling could be serviceable, but he's still not that good. So why do the deal? Why bring him in? I thought Manchester United were trying to rebuild for the future. And now you're going to go bring in a 29-year-old Sterling who's a Chelsea reject? Chelsea just banned him from training. They took the number 7 shirt off of him while he was still there. And this is who you're going to bring in to start at big Manchester United. What are we doing here? Like, did the Glazers lose a bet to Todd Boehly? Like, is that what happened? Because Chelsea already fucked Manchester United. You paid $60 million for Mason Mount last summer. And we all know how that's turned out. Mason Mount is garbage. And then you turn around and say, the next summer, here, let's do it again. And go get Sterling? What? This comes off as a Glazer signing. Because all the deals that Ineos have done, I don't get how you see Sterling as a guy to be bringing in. And even if you do want to potentially swap him with a Jadon Sancho, there's other players at Chelsea that you could probably use more than a Sterling. You know what I'm saying? Like, what about one of their midfielders? What about, I don't know, like their left back? What about Cucurella? I don't know, bro. You cannot tell me that Sterling is the guy that you're going to be getting. I don't get this deal at all. If this move happens right here, Manchester United, yo, Ineos got to get cooked for this because this deal just makes no sense. As I said, Sterling is not that much of an upgrade over Rashford. They don't offer you anything different. Again, I think with Zirkzee being there, right? Wingers like Rashford, Megan Rapinoe, Raheem Sterling, Antony even possibly, right? Those wingers would benefit by playing with Zirkzee because Zirkzee drops deep, which allows the wingers to cut inside because that's the kind of wingers that Man United have. They don't even have traditional wingers. All the wingers that United have, aside from Amad Diallo, they're all cut inside and shoot merchants. None of them cross the ball. None of them look to create chances. That's why strikers are going to struggle at Manchester United because they're not going to get enough chances because their wingers don't look for them. And I know that people are saying, oh, well, last season at Chelsea, he scored 15. He had 15 GA. Yeah, that's at Chelsea with a much better attack than Manchester. Chelsea's attack is so far clear of Manchester United's, it's not even funny, bro. So does it really matter what he did at Chelsea? Man United are a team that scored like 50 goals last season. They had a negative goal difference. Sterling is not going to come to Manchester United and help them out that way. I'm telling you, this would be an awful deal. Imagine that. Big Manchester United moving like Arsenal, taking Chelsea's rejects. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. But what do you guys think about Sterling possibly going to Manchester United? I would have to give this deal a look. When I was growing up in school, I wasn't good in math, okay? When it was time for the report cards, until I got to high school. Then I started doing better in math. But when I used to get my report card, it used to be for math, D, D minus, F, F plus. Like, what do you give me the plus for? Like, it's still an F, bro. Like, what are you doing? That's the kind of report card that I'd have to give if Sterling goes and joins Manchester United. Again, just because what you have is shit doesn't mean you go buy more shit because it's slightly better. Come on now. What we doing, chat? What you guys saying, man? Whoa, what happened here? All right, let me see. What you guys saying? Let me see. Okay, I'm a little bit behind. The chat, that's okay. Hey, what's going on? Anfield Uncle Rock. Yo, big up, bro. Big up. Welcome. Fergie used super subs efficiently, just like he used. Yeah, man. Like Ahli was a super sub, right? He came off the bench and scored the winning goal in that Champions League against what, Bayern? Oh, I'm enjoying your stream, bro. Love the energy. Yo, my guy Peter. Big up, bro. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you. If I'm Erik ten Hag and I lost McTominay, I'd be interested in Raheem Sterling, knowing that Rashford might have a poor season. Okay, so John, question for you is, where's the correlation? If you lose McTominay, how would that make you now want Sterling? Like where's the correlation in that? Let me know in the comments, bro, just so that I don't mistake what you're trying to say. Sterling also doesn't have the stamina to do both, coming back for defense and making those runs all game. Good point. Sterling is not improving United, but he offers different things that United do not have, dribbling and holding the ball in wide areas. Okay. Fair enough, because maybe you watch Chelsea a little bit more than me. I don't know if you're a Chelsea fan or not. But what I've seen from Sterling is just bad decision-making, like runs and mistakes, you know? Sterling on loan could be a deal. Yeah, but how does it benefit Manchester United, though? Even a loan move. Like, what does that do for them? Not every attack needs to be in rush. That's why Sterling is a good fit for them. I don't know, bro. Nah, bro. Yo, look, look, by the way, chat, with this comment on screen, I just want to make a disclaimer, right? Because I know some of you guys may not have ever joined my channel or joined a live before. Everybody is welcome. Everybody's opinions are welcome. You don't got to agree with me at all. I actually like when people don't agree with me, right? Now, if you do agree with me, that's cool too, right? Then that means that you know ball. Just kidding. But if you have a different opinion to what I'm saying, yo, bro, get in the chat. Be like, yo, Will, you're crazy, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Because XYZ. You know, just make your points. But nah, it's all good, Nick. It's all good, bro. Man United been buying time bombs from China. Lucky they didn't end up buying Bakayoko. I'm surprised they didn't. Surprised they didn't end up at Arsenal either, Peter. Let's see. There was a good reason City got rid of him. Chelsea bought him because they needed a warm body and haven't done much to start over with younger talent. Okay. 57 goals and, yeah, -1 goal difference. Bro, United don't create chances like that. So if he goes there, you think Raheem Sterling at Manchester United is going to get 15 GA? Absolutely not. Great move for Sterling. Great move for United. Hey, look, Solomon, you can't gaslight me, bro. Look, we all know that you're a Chelsea fan, bro, and big up to you, man. Welcome to the chat. But you can't gaslight me. I'm not a United fan, though, so I don't care. But I know why you're saying this. I know. Charles says we are biggest issue. Oh, yeah, the biggest issue is Ten Hag. Yeah, but I don't think Ten Hag makes it to the end of the season. I could honestly see Ten Hag getting sacked around. I could see Ten Hag sacked by January, to be honest. And then I think Van Nistelrooy is going to get an interim. And then if he does well, they'll make him the permanent manager. That's what I believe. Brother, acting stupid and read before reacting to news. United don't want Sterling, but Chelsea is the club offering him to United, which United will never accept. So making content for likes. Okay, fair enough. Speaking facts, even though you just spoke your opinion. Look, let me tell you something, bro. I don't make up any news for content. I'm not a reporter, right? I could only talk about what I see. I literally have the graphic right here. You talking about reading, you don't read yourself, brother. Do this look like I have the tweet right here. And if United did not want Sterling, then why has it not been shut down by now? It's being entertained. They're talking about they've already spoken to him and his representatives. That don't sound like a club that don't want a player, because I know if I don't want a player and somebody offers me the player, I'd say no, thank you. But United are talking to the agent, right? I think didn't Rio Ferdinand say something as well about the deal? It don't sound like Manchester United don't want Sterling, bro. You're probably a United fan, so you're sad right now. And that's okay. I would be sad too if Sterling was about to join my club. But luckily, I chose a great club to support. Thank God. Because all my other teams are shit in other sports. So, yeah, just hold the L. Sounds like coke, but cry more, bro. Just cry. Cry. I love those tears. That's what I'm saying, bro. Yo, people really think that I make up rumors. I'm like, bro, I just literally see what I see on Twitter, and I decide if I want to talk about it. I'm not in the know. I'm just a guy giving my opinion. It's L for us if the deal's going to happen. That's a fact, bro. And Chelsea is desperate to offload Sterling. Yeah, bro. I mean, look, Maresca's already said we don't want you here. So, I mean, that's about all that you need to hear as a player, right? If a manager don't want you there, you got to leave, But, yo, big to everybody that's in here, man. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. And, yo, if you're watching, get in the chat. Let me know what you guys think about some of the stories that we're talking about. But, yo, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. And we're going to go back to Chelsea, right? Because they are moving mad in the transfer market. And a striker is what they need. I've been saying this for a very long time. Do you guys know that in the 3 years that Todd Boehly's been here, right, I think they've spent $1.3 billion, something crazy like that. And the man up front that they're relying on is Nicholas Jackson. To me, that is not acceptable. That is absolutely ridiculous. Now, this summer window, right, as Chelsea fans that are in my chat, you guys would know, y'all been getting a here we go tweet every 3 business days. As fast as I get an Amazon package is how often you're getting a here we go by Fabrizio. Y'all been signing players like signing players is going out of style. And yeah, you guys signed that striker from Barcelona, right? Like Mark Gui or however the hell you say his name. But he's not the answer, right? You guys need a proven goal scorer. And it looks like y'all are finally waking up. And y'all decided that in the last week of the transfer window, let's try and get a deal for a striker done then. Now, Victor Osimhen is a guy that has been linked with the move away from Napoli since last summer, right? He helped them win Serie A a few seasons ago. He's fell off a cliff, right? He's been injured. He also had a pretty poor AFCON as well. But nonetheless, a lot of teams are still in for him, right? At a time, it was PSG. Now they're saying Chelsea are in for him. And Saudi club Al Ahli are looking at possibly signing Victor Osimhen. Now, where do you guys think he ends up? I think it depends on what he's looking for, right? Like, if Victor Osimhen is looking for money, then I think he goes Saudi. If Osimhen still wants to be in Europe and play at a high level, I think he goes to Chelsea. Now, let's start off with Chelsea, right? We talked about it earlier when I was doing the Jadon Sancho bit, but Chelsea have a lot of talent. That attack is very scary, right? And Chelsea, not only do they have attacking talent, but the profiles of the players that they have would benefit a player like Victor Osimhen. They have nothing but creators in that team. You got Enzo Fernandez, who's one of the best passers from midfield. You got Cole Palmer in the 10. You got Nkunku that's going to be there as well, right? You got Madueke, who's decent at passing the ball. You got Pedro Neto, who's a good passer. You got João Felix, who's a good passer. And you're telling me that all these chances that they're going to be creating next season is going to be going to Nicholas Jackson? You can't have Nicholas Jackson starting up front for you if you spent over £1 billion on your team. And I don't think Nicholas Jackson's shit. I think he's a decent player, right? But he excels at everything but putting the ball into the back of the net on a consistent basis. And that's the issue. Because Nico Jackson's solid. He makes good runs. He can hold up the ball, can link play, decent passer. He has talent. But they need somebody that can finish on a consistent basis. Chelsea needs somebody that's going to compete for the Golden Boot. And I think Victor Osimhen could possibly do that. Now, I think he is a bit overrated, right? I don't think he's as good as a lot of people think he is. But I believe he immediately upgrades Chelsea. He completes Chelsea. He completes them. Except for goalkeeper and a back line. But in terms of their attack, he completes that attack. They need nothing else if they get him. And I don't think he's worth, because I remember at the time, they were saying that Napoli would want like 120 to 110 million to sell him. But now they're talking about 65 million. How has his price tag dropped so much? I think for 65 million, that'd be a good deal. Shit, if anything, they should be offering Raheem Sterling to Napoli, because then maybe that'll bring down the fee a little bit more. But this would be some great business for Chelsea. If they get this done by the deadline, I got to give this move a W, a huge W. Victor Osimhen would have so many chances. I'd be surprised if he scored less than 18 goals next season. Now, usually when a player does come to England, right, they have to adopt, right? It is a little harder for them in the Premier League, right? In Italy, you have a lot more time on the ball, right? If you have pace and power, you're usually going to be able to cause problems. In the Premier League, everybody got pace and power, right? So maybe he has to adjust for a little bit. But regardless, I think he's a better striker than Victor. He's a better striker than Nicolas Jackson in terms of putting the ball to the back of the net. I think if Chelsea would have had Victor Osimhen last season, I think their season looks a lot better than what it did. And I think they would have won a trophy, because they should have beat Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final. How many chances did they miss that day? Against Man City in the FA Cup semifinals, they were cooking Man City. How many chances did they miss that day? You even saw against Man City the other week. Nicolas Jackson on the counter. Cuts inside. I'm doing my watch along. I'm screaming, shoot the ball. This man didn't shoot. He kept running. I think if you have Victor Osimhen, Chelsea would have got a goal that game. So, yeah, a striker is very much needed for them. And I think with the attack that they have, with the style of football that they want to play, you sign Victor Osimhen, it's scary. I'm telling you. Now, looking at the Saudi club, right? Al Ahli. First off, big up to the Saudi Pro League. I actually think it's competitive. I like that they're trying to sign all these big name players. I like that all these teams out there are trying to compete. And if I'm being honest, I wouldn't blame Victor Osimhen for going to Saudi. If they're offering him crazy wages, fuck it. I think a lot of people forget that these players do this as their job, right? Players aren't playing for passion, okay? Because if footballers only got paid $20,000 a year, a lot of them wouldn't want to do it. Like if they were making the average living wage, which is in America like $40,000, they wouldn't want to do it. Okay? And for everybody that thinks that footballers don't care about money, you are mistaken. Why do you think they negotiate high wages, signing on fees? Why do you think they negotiate their media rights? Like all these different things. Because they care about money. And Saudi, right now, if you want the bag, that's the place to go. So I wouldn't blame him for going, because it could be a lot of money. And to be honest, Ahli, they have a decent team there. You got Riyad Mahrez. You got Bobby Firmino. Right? I think they have St. Maximin. No, St. Maximin's now on loan to Galatasaray. So no St. Maximin. But you got Frank Kessie. You got Edouard Mendy. Right? Yo, you got Gabriel Viega. It's a decent team over there at Saudi. If he did choose Saudi, come on, bro. Like, you think players don't, bro? Like, here's how you guys should view it, right? Like, whenever you think about situations like this, Ask yourself this in the real world, right? Because it seems like only in football and online do people think that footballers should be playing for passion and not for money, okay? Passion don't pay the bills, okay? Passion does not create generational wealth. That's all I'm saying. But use this real world logic, and then I'll get to the chat. When you go, and I don't know if most of you guys are kids, right? But I'm an adult. I got a big boy job, right? And I love what I do. I have a really cool job. But when I have to negotiate a contract to stay at my job, do you think I tell them, oh, I love working here, so I'll take less money? I'm working here. Oh, use that same logic. Mind you, the money that they get, taxed bread. And again, if you guys got a job, you know how much money the government takes out in tax. I'm saying, bro, I think the Saudi League is definitely an option for him that people shouldn't just be like, nah, we're Chelsea. He'll pick us over them. It's not that simple, bro. It's not that simple. But yeah, get in the chat. Let me know what you guys think about Victor Osimhen and where do you think he should go? Let me see what you guys saying, man. I'm a Chelsea fan. United is always there to help us. Shout out, Man United. We love you. Crazy. Yep. Why don't you just say it? Champions League draw will take place. Yep. This Thursday. I'm going to try and do a watch along for that, but I might not be able to because some things for work might pop up. He's very against Saudi, apparently, and he wants the Prem, but he doesn't want Chelsea. So I don't know what happened. Nah, I don't think that's true, bro. Really? Why wouldn't he want to go Chelsea? Like, what's the problem there? Like, is that for real? Does he really not want Chelsea? I didn't see that. 1 second, chat. Where is it? Okay. All right. Let me see. There's conflicting reports on whether he wants to join Chelsea or not. Okay, so then yeah, bro. I guess you're right. Yeah. You see? I feel your pain knowing that Sterling will stand his ground and stay at Chelsea because no club wants him. Well, to be fair, speaking facts does actually make a good point. If Sterling doesn't want to leave, he doesn't have to. He has a contract at Manchester United. At Chelsea for another 3 seasons, and he's on a lot of money. So if he does not want to take a pay cut, he can stay at Chelsea. He'll just be forgotten about, right? He won't play for 3 years, I guess. You know, they'll probably put him with the under 21s. But technically, the player does not have to leave if he doesn't want to. So speaking of facts, he is technically right about that if he does stand his ground. I understand if Chelsea had a striker, we should have lost at the bridge in game week 1. They were creating more chances. I don't know if you guys would have lost. I don't know, because, Savio was hooking Chelsea. What a player. Let me see. Take away Haaland from City last season, Arsenal will easily win the league. That's the importance of having a striker. Good point, but Haaland missed a lot of games, and so did KDB, and they still won the league. So, I don't know. And to be honest, I think that's the only reason why the league was so close was because those guys got injured. But, all right, man, look. I was about to say enough of this Chelsea talk, and I just peeped the graphics that I have, and we got one more Chelsea topic. So, yeah, we'll go to that in a little bit because I feel like I'm talking about Chelsea a little bit too much. So let's kind of break it up, right? And let's move forward. Let's go with Chiesa because it looks like Liverpool are about to sign him. And this came out of nowhere. I remember when he was being linked, Chiesa I'm talking about, with a move to Barcelona. And Liverpool have hijacked this deal, it looks like. And this could be the only impactful signing that these guys make this window. Look, I don't know what the hell Liverpool are doing. I don't know what FSG are doing, what they're planning, what they're trying to build for the future. I have no idea, right? They signed the goalkeeper from Valencia, but you have Alisson, right? And now with this Chiesa deal, like, okay, for the amount of money that it's going to cost, they're saying around 15 million. It's a good deal. because that's a very cheap price. And Chiesa is a decent player. I don't think he's all that, but for that price, why not? And I think he makes their squad better, but I don't think he starts for Liverpool. Like, the way that these fans are going on about this guy, you can tell that Liverpool are starving. They are starving for signings. These guys are desperate just to see somebody holding up their new kit and just to get a here we go. Because Chiesa does not start for Liverpool right now, right? He's not going to get in over Mo Salah. I don't even know if he's better than Luis Diaz or Cody Gakpo. So, yeah, off the bench, sure, he's another option. But for me, I think Liverpool, they're just confusing me, right? And I think maybe they view Chiesa as the Mo Salah replacement. We know that Salah has 12 months left on his contract. He's more than likely going to be leaving at the end of this season. So now you have Chiesa that can go in and start on the right wing. And I think his skill set, he's solid, bro. Like, he's a direct player that's also pretty good on the ball, right? We saw him in the Euros where he had a couple of games, right? He's a good passer, but the problem is this guy can't stay fit. A lot of injuries. Now he's coming to the Premier League where it's more physical. The game's a lot faster. I wonder how he'll do here. And I got to ask the chat this because I'm not sure why, but why did Thiago Motta and Juventus just bin him off like that? Because if he's such a good player, like what a lot of Liverpool fans are trying to tell me, why is he holding bench at Juve? Why is he banished from the first team? Why is he training with the under 10s? They said that he's doing daycare at training now. Why? Like, why was that a thing? How does he not fit Thiago Motta's plans? Is it because he's not that good on the ball? I haven't watched that much of him. Watched him in the Euros, and I watched him a few times at Juve. I'm not going to lie and act like I was watching Juve a lot. Probably caught like 5 games last season. And again, he does look like a solid player. But I don't really rate this signing that much just because I view him as a bench player, right? We all know that Liverpool need a midfielder. Like, this signing doesn't change anything. You don't have a DM. You have not made any significant improvements to your starting 11. And you just brought in a new manager, and he's barely been backed. I think Liverpool, I'm not going to lie, guys, are in for some dark times. I think this season, they'll come top 4. But after this season, when Salah leaves, possibly Trent, because he only has 12 months. Van Dijk only has 12 months. I don't see them being that successful anymore. And that's not because I don't rate their manager, right? I'm not really too familiar with Slot. He could be a good manager. But FSG, their ownership group is awful. And they've set this manager up to fail. How do you get the job and these guys don't back you with any signings? I think how well Klopp did at Liverpool shows you how good of a manager he was. Because you're dealing with an ownership group that's complacent. They clearly think this Liverpool side's good enough to compete next season. Or this season, let me say. But, yeah, they'll compete for top 4. But I don't see them winning trophies. And, yeah, they got the contract issues as well, right? They should have sold Mo Salah this summer. You could have probably got $100 million if you binned him off to Saudi. Trent, 12 months left. You should have sold him. Van Dijk, you should have sold him too. You can't be letting these players leave for free. It's crazy. And I know that Liverpool would have been offering them contract extensions from 2 years ago. But yet, none of them have signed, and yet they're still here. That's why, right, when Chelsea were about to banish Conor Gallagher from training because he was trying to run down his deal, I agreed with it because it's bad business. Why should a club allow you to continue to play and to continue to train with the team when you're trying to leave on a free? It's weird, bro. But yeah, man, look, Liverpool hijacked Barcelona, it looks like. I mean, he was on his way to Barca. Liverpool came in, probably offered him better wages. And now this guy's going to be going from Juve to Liverpool. What do you guys think about this deal? I don't think anything changes for Liverpool. I don't think they got that much better, but they didn't get worse. But that starting 11, like the same holes that they have is going to be there, whether Chiesa is there or not. I don't get what they're doing, man. A DM should have been signed. You guys are going to be in midfield with the pivot of Gravenberch and McAllister. Yeah, that's going to work against teams like Ipswich. And then who they just play as well when they beat, like 3-0? Brentford. Yeah, like that'll work against shit teams like that. But when you got to play the big boys, when you got to play Man City, when you got to play Arsenal, Chelsea, right? Tottenham, who play good football. I'm telling you, Liverpool's midfield is going to get cooked. They will. And I kind of feel bad for Slot because he has not been backed properly. But regardless, look, Chiesa saying 15 M's around that price range, good deal. If they could keep him fit, I think coming off the bench is where he'll make an impact. And then we'll see what happens after this season if Mo Salah decides to leave, right? Then now I guess you have your right winger, even though he predominantly plays on the left wing. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this deal. Chiesa on his way to Liverpool. It's just such a signing. You need a DM. You guys have not gotten that much better. Let me see. Okay, where am I? Okay. Well, remember last season, Haaland was out for 2 months. Alvarez got more minutes. Even John Stones was not fit 100%, and we won the league by 2 points ahead of Arsenal. Good point, bro. Big up Ricardo, my guy. I have a feeling Alisson may leave for the Middle East after this season. Also, Salah as well. Yeah, I think Alisson, I think his days are numbered. Because why else would you go spend 30 million on a goalkeeper if Alisson's going to be staying for more than just this season? And that's actually a really good point. I can't see him staying because then, again, why do you sign that keeper? And then why would that keeper agree to join Liverpool if Alisson was going to be staying for another 3-4 years? It doesn't make any sense. This guy is a starter at his club. He's going to leave there to back up Alisson at Liverpool? So, yeah. And, yeah, I think Al Ittihad wanted Mo Salah, but Liverpool wanted to keep him. I think they're idiots, bro. You could have got over 100 million for Salah. He'd have been the biggest star player in Saudi because he's Muslim, right? Like, he's not a bigger player than Ronaldo or Neymar, but he's Muslim, right? And, like, that holds weight, right? So he would have been the face of that league if he would have went over there. Guarantee you he'd have sold the most jerseys, which is crazy when you think about it. Are you still going? Stay like, okay, all right. I mean, goddamn. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, bro, look, we'll be here for probably like another hour for real. So, I mean, goddamn, bro. You know, you could have at least said, hey, bro, like your shirt. You know what I'm saying? Oh, your skin is glowing. Nah, big up United Spurs. I guess might get rated, chat. So let's see. But nah, big up. Yeah, I'm still going though, Jacob. I love Chiesa. I rate him higher than so many wingers. Really? Okay, we'll see. I know a lot of people were giving him his flowers at the Euros. I forget which game it was. They cooked. Did they play like Albania or something? Let me see. Real quick, chat. Italy Euros. Let me see. Which game was it? I think it was against Albania. And Chiesa, was it that game? I think it was. And he was doing a madness. Hold on. That doesn't matter. The point is, I know it was some game. Like, it was some game. I know I'm not crazy. But, yeah, man, big up. All right. Let's keep it going. Okay. Last thing about Chelsea. Because, oh, my God, bro. If we talk about Chelsea one more time, I'm going to probably cry on stream. I will cry on stream, chat. I'm lying, by the way. I would never cry on stream. But it's just been so much like news going on with like all these teams, bro. I saw a graphic, and by the way, guys, make sure you're drinking water, okay? Water is very good for you, right? Clear skin and everything like that. Even though my skin hasn't really been that clear, but that's okay. Anyways, Yo, I saw a graphic real quick before we move on. I saw a graphic that had like the top 3 leagues that have spent the most money, right? They had the Premier League, right? I think they spent over 2 billion or something like that, they're saying. And then I think Serie A spent like 700 million, and then La Liga spent like I want to say like a little over 500 million. So much money being spent in the Premier League. And a large part of that is because of Chelsea, who have been signing a different player every 2 business days. Now, they are finally starting to look for a striker, right? We've talked about Victor Osimhen, but now we got to talk about Ivan Toney. Now, chat, I don't know about you guys, but if I were Chelsea, and if I had to pick one of those guys to sign, I'm going with Ivan Toney. I don't understand how this guy is still at Brentford. He only has 12 months left on his contract. Why are people not going in for Toney? And what's crazy is, I saw a report the other week that said Brentford wants 60 million for him. And I'm thinking, brother, you would get 60 million if he had 2 to 3 years left on his deal. He only has 12 months. No team's going to pay that. I think that's the reason why nobody's going in for Toney. Because Brentford's asking price is just ridiculous for a player who's 28 and whose contract is running down. I know some people see, well, Harry Kane, he went for 100 million. Okay, bro. But how often does that happen? And Toney is not on Harry Kane's level. Harry Kane was the best striker in the world. Ivan Toney is a very good striker. But no, he's not worth 60 million that Brentford might want. Now, why do I say I'd rather have Ivan Toney over Victor Osimhen? One, I think Ivan Toney's overall game is better than Victor Osimhen's. Okay, Toney can drop deep, can link play with the midfield. He's good in the box. He's good in the air. He slows down the game. He can do many different things. I rate Ivan Toney so much that on Madrid hype, I was saying that I would take Ivan Toney right now at Real Madrid because he gives us a different profile of striker off the bench now that we've lost Joselu. He's that good, chat. And this guy is stuck at Brentford. I remember before the window opened, all these big clubs were on their knees for Ivan Toney. They were like, oh my God, please, please, Toney, please come. And now they don't want him. Why? Why is that? Because there's so many teams that need a striker. But yet nobody's going in for Toney. Again, I know that there's some concerns about maybe his attitude and, you know, some other things like the betting stuff that he got suspended for earlier last season. I get it. But this guy is a quality player. He's one of the best players in his position on the market right now. And he's also Premier League proven. Ivan Toney has bagged one season with like 19 goals for Brentford. Imagine what he'll do at Chelsea when he has Cole Palmer, Pedro Neto, João Felix, Enzo Fernandez giving him all this service. Imagine what he'll do at Chelsea, who again, since Todd Boehly has been there, have spent 1.3 billion pounds. He's better than Nicholas Jackson. Okay? Like, I'm telling you, Ivan Toney, if he goes to Chelsea, he's in the Golden Boot race. He cooks at Chelsea. Their attack takes a massive upgrade. And if the rumors are true that Brentford want like 60 million, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And this is why I say that the TV money in the Premier League makes these small clubs think they can move like this. Right? Like, Brentford make probably 100 million a season just from staying in the Premier League because of all the money that comes through there with the TV deals. But no, Brentford don't make all that money because we care about Brentford. If you're not a Brentford fan, let's be honest, you're not watching Brentford. Nobody's watching Brentford. The reason why they make all this money, the Premier League, is because of the big six. Maybe even the big or the top 8 clubs, okay? So Brentford, they should never be able to reject any kind of bid that's reasonable for any of their star players. Back in the day, A team like Chelsea could have went to Brentford, slapped the owner, threw $15 million on the table, and said, we're taking your best player. But nowadays, because these small clubs make so much money for doing nothing in the Premier League, they could say no. They could demand $60 million for a player with 12 months. Like, do you guys not realize that you'll just lose him for free, right? So you'd rather lose him for free than sell him for profit. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That Premier League TV money is weird. The way that they break it up, I think the biggest clubs should get the most money, right? It should be split based on, like, who brings in the most viewers, right? Like, whose matches get the most clicks. That's how it should be split up. Not everybody gets money. No, what is that? What do Brentford do every season? Come 10th? Come 12th? Not win shit? Just there to make up the numbers? And Toney, you clearly don't want to be there, right? You have not signed a new contract. Why have you not forced a move? Last week of the transfer window, and your dumb ass is still at Brentford. Why? Why? I don't care if he says he wants to stay. Sign a new deal. Actions speak louder than words. If you really want to stay, sign a new deal. By the way, chat, guess how much money Ivan Toney's making at Brentford? Guess. 20,000 a week. Ivan Toney is making 1.5 million at Brentford over the last 4 years. This man is getting paid what some of the academy kids are on at these bigger clubs. 20K a week for Ivan Toney. 1.5 million a year for a player of his level. I would have forced the move 2 years ago. I think he's actually done Brentford a service by staying as long as he has. This man ain't making, well, he is making money because to us regular people, 1.5 million a year? Shit. You would never see me stop smiling. But for his profession, he's severely underpaid. And I know that a lot of people think that, oh, well, he's disrespected the club. And no, he did not disrespect the club. Again, look at the shit wages that he's on. He's actually done the club a favor by not forcing a move. If I was Toney, once the Euros ended, I'm not showing back up. I'm not going to training. I'm not answering no phone calls. I could talk to my agent. Get me a move. I don't want to be here anymore. But it seems like, I don't know what's going on. Regardless, I think Ivan Toney makes that Chelsea attack even more dangerous than what it already is. And to me, he's a really good player. Really, really good player. I rate him heavily, chat. But let me know what you guys think about Ivan Toney and his possible move to Chelsea. Like, do you like it or nah? Let me see. Yo, Jacob Raid. Big up to my guy, Jacob. Big up to everybody from the United Spurs of America community. Right? If you guys join, make sure you smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well, right? I mean, look, Jacob, if he sent you here, then clearly that means that, it's a good channel, right? So, listen to Jacob. And, yeah, man, big up. Appreciate you guys for joining. Appreciate that, Jacob, my guy. Let me see. Cootie. You're not going to draw me out today, Jacob. I'm having a good day. You're not going to draw me out like that, bro. But nah, man, big up, my guy. You're crazy, though. You're a madman. You're a madman, Jacob. Yo, Tariq, what's going on, bro? Big up, broski. Toney is clear of Osimhen. Facts. Way better footballer. Look, see, Tariq, because you know ball, bro. No, he gives you a striker? What you mean, Phineas? Arteta had a meeting with him, I think, and the reason we stopped pursuing him is because of his bad attitude. Yeah, but, like, what does that even mean? Like, did he meet up with Arteta and what? He came in sagging his pants and, cursing out the assistant? And, how does he have a bad attitude? Because Brentford seemed to love him. I saw a video when he came back to training. They had the whole team, the whole staff, everybody in the building was waiting for him, and they gave him a round of applause for the Euros. If he was that bad of a guy, wouldn't they want to sell him? Like, I don't get it. Personally, I don't think Real Madrid need Mbappe. I mean, we don't technically, right? We won the Champions League without him. He needs him. He needs Madrid more than Madrid need him. But a player of his level on a free transfer? Come on, you can't say no to that, right? Osimhen's play style is similar to Diego Costa and Didier Drogba. Okay. Pertaining to Toney, I think bigger teams see him as too old school of a striker. He's good, yes, but watching him for the last 2 seasons, he never really seemed like, as you say, Well, I think maybe that's also some Brentford tax in there, right? Like, he's not playing with a talented bunch of players, right? So I think he does look like the best player at Brentford, right? He does stand out. And maybe if he was at a better club with better players, he'd look like a better player. But yeah, I mean, old school striker though, I don't agree with that actually, because old school strikers are like Haaland, right? Like Haaland is an old school kind of striker, right? Doesn't really involve himself in build up, in the box, poacher kind of like that. To me, is what I think of when I think of old school. Toney doesn't do that. Toney can link play. Toney drops deep. Toney is good in the box. He's good in the air. Like, he's just a good all-around striker. Like, there's not that many weaknesses to his game. So I think if anything, maybe teams just view him as just too old to sign, right? 28 years old. But regardless, I don't think that should matter for a team like Chelsea, who already have a really young squad, right? Like our Arsenal, who need to try and win the league, and their striker is Kai Havertz, you know? Let's see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My guy, Alex. Hold on, bro. Let me join you. 1 second, guys. 1 second. I got to put the emojis in there. Yo, and if you guys see those custom emojis, right, you get that by becoming a member of the channel. Nobody has to, but, you know, I will be adding some other emojis in there. I'm going to be adding other teams, right? Going to add Arsenal, maybe Manchester United, Chelsea. I'll add Barcelona. You know, like, I want everybody to feel like they have their team in there, so that if I'm talking about their team, they could put the emojis in there. You know, this is not a Real Madrid fan channel, even though that's my team. You know, everybody is welcome. So I'm going to update those emojis maybe tonight, actually. And, you know, hopefully it's good to go by tomorrow. So, yeah, man, look, big up everybody that's in here, man. Make sure you guys smash that like button. We still do have a few stories to get into, guys. And I appreciate you for rocking out with me. Big up, man. Big up. Let me see. Oh, wait, sorry. I didn't even read this chat. I put it on screen. I didn't read it. The TV rights money distribution for an investment into EPL competition of the league made EPL teams relatively richer than the other teams, e.g. German, Spanish, Italian. It's true, right? And you notice how all these people complain, right? They all complain when the Saudi clubs come in and offer a lot of money, right? But England technically did that to other leagues first. Offered them crazy wages and took their best players. But now that Saudi's doing it, everybody wants to complain. Interesting. Bro, I hate Brentford. Every time we face them, Ivan Toney and Brian Buenos causes problems at the back. Now, that's true. Brentford do play Man City well. It's weird. I like during his game against us, he was fighting our players for no reason. And he also made a tweet a couple years ago after Brentford oh, yes, it's nice kick about the lads, which Arteta hated. I mean, fair enough, but I like strikers like that, right? Strikers that got a little bit of like a bastard in them, right? Like, I don't want my striker to be like a nice guy that everybody, no, I want my striker being a little shit house, you know what I'm saying? Bothering the defenders. Like, that's what I would want. You need an ego. You need to have somewhat of an attitude to be a top level striker, to go out there and bag 20 goals a season. You need to be a player that doesn't care what people think, that's going to wind up people. That's the kind of mindset. That's just how I view it, bro. That's how I view it. Toney meeting with Arteta. LOL. Toney probably came into the meeting, logged into some betting sites, and told him, yo, bro, what you saying? Over or under for corners? Nah, that's crazy. Toney playing style similar to Kane. 100%, Tarek. 100%. Similar to a Benzema as well, right? Like how Benzema dropped deep as well. Similar. Not as good as Kane. Definitely nowhere near Benzema, but similar qualities. Yo, Abdallah, what's going on, man? Big up, big up. I know that you're definitely on cloud 9 right now after that Barca win today. Top of the league for one night. You enjoy it. You enjoy it. Nah, big up to my guy, Abdallah, though. Let me see. But Haaland has exceptional traits, speed, physical strength, and practically every type of finish you wouldn't even see from an old school striker, barring free kicks. You don't get that with Toney. Fair. But I think Ivan Toney's overall game is better than a Haaland's. But Haaland is just so elite in the box and off the ball that he makes up for his other deficiencies. But just as an overall player, overall package, I think Ivan Toney has a better overall package than what Haaland does. But Haaland, in the system that he plays in exactly, he fits Man City so much. But yeah, man, just had to kind of get that little rant off about Ivan Toney. Because, bro, I'm sitting there like, why are you still at Brentford, bro? Like, what are you doing still at Brentford? And I think that he does also have an offer from Ahli. They're trying to sign a striker. I remember they were linked to Richarlison. Now they're being linked to Victor Osimhen, and they were also linked to Toney. But I don't know if he wants to go to Saudi, because I think if he wanted to go, if that offer is really there, he would have went by now. And they're offering him like 20 mil a season, which would be a massive upgrade to what he's on at Brentford. But, man, we could keep it moving. And you know what's so funny? I bring up Saudi, right? And the next topic is actually the next 3 topics I'm going to tell you guys right now is concerning Saudi. Now, you guys are going to want to stick around for this because it's 3 pretty interesting links that are going on, right? Now, let's move forward. And I got to talk about my guy, Vinicius. Vinicius. Chat, I would be lying to you guys if I told you that these Saudi links don't worry me. Okay? I think if you're somebody that believes Vini would just turn down an offer from Saudi that's going to be worth $1 billion, they're going to be giving him $350 million a season. If you think any player is not going to consider that move, I got some bad news for you. Now, we know that these links came up about a week ago, right? About Saudi, they want to sign Vini from Real Madrid. They're willing to pay an obscene amount of money to sign him. And the contract that they were willing to give him was going to be worth 1 billion euros untaxed. When I saw that report, I fell down to my knees at the grocery store. I had to grip my chest. I said, ugh. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Because, let me tell you something right now. That is a lot of money, chat. 350 million in one season. Vini probably won't make that in the next 5-10 years. He could make more than he's ever made in just one season in Saudi. Now, obviously, right, we operate a little differently at Madrid. All the reports are saying that Florentino Perez immediately rejected this. He said, fuck out of here. And I agree with that. Vini just signed an extension with us. If you want to sign Vini, and the reason that I got the Saudi flag there is because it says Saudi Arabia are reportedly ready to make a crazy offer for him. Now, the club that he's been linked to the most is Al Ahli. And by the way, Al Ahli are moving wild in the transfer window. Look at all the links that they've been getting. But the reports are all making it seem like the club just want to, like this, not the club, but the country want to buy Vini. Right? And I don't know what team he'd actually go to. But as I was saying, Florentino Perez told them, no, we're not, like, you know how when you're playing FIFA career mode and a player that you really want to keep gets a transfer offer from another club, so you just block all transfers so you don't even get the emails no more? That's what Florentino Perez did to these Saudi clubs. He just signed an extension not too long ago. He has a 1 billion euro release clause in his deal. If Saudi Arabia want him that badly, pay the 1 billion. And if they do pay that 1 billion, fair enough. Because if you're willing to pay 1 billion for a player, you really want him. He has a release clause. They don't even have to negotiate with Real Madrid. Pay the 1 billion. Go ahead. Take him. If you want to pay that kind of money, I'll do it. Fine. But Madrid don't need the money. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, they're going to be willing to pay 500 million to sign Vini? Madrid has to sell him. You'd be crazy to not sell him. We don't have to sell him. We don't. Madrid don't need the money. We're not Barcelona. We're not broke. We're not struggling financially. We're not. Our books are all good. We can do whatever the hell we want. Now, when I say that I'm nervous, I'm not nervous because I believe the club will sell him. I'm nervous because Vini may want to leave. And I can't blame him. He's already won everything at Real Madrid. Everything he's won. So what would be the motivation to stop him from accepting a contract that will pay him €1 billion? Now, I'm hoping that he turns them down next summer because he's not leaving this summer. That's been made very clear. Vini will not be leaving this summer. But they're saying that he's considering this deal and he'll think about it next summer. And I don't blame him because I'm an adult. So I understand how making a lot of money is a real benefit to your life. And again, I'm hoping that Vini would do something that I wouldn't because I would take this money. I'm sorry, chat. I would be out $350 million a year, untaxed. Are you mad? I'm out of here. I'm being completely real with you. I'm hoping that Vini does not think like me. I'm praying that he says, you know what? I'm already at Real Madrid. I'm the face of the club. I make $20 million a year. I'm happy here. I'm going to reject it. Now, going from 20. Now, by the way, if he does reject this deal, he's still super rich, right? Like, this guy's not going to be getting food stamps. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the jump from $20 million a year to $350 million a year. Now, I'm not good at math, but that's got to be like, all right, like what? 20 times the amount that he makes? Let me see. 20 times 20. Okay, that's about 18 times more than what he makes. Yeah, 18 times. That is crazy. And I'm hoping that he rejects them. Now, what I would do, if I'm Real Madrid, I would go to Vini, and I'm working on a new deal for him ASAP. He has to be the highest earner at the club because I think it's Mbappe right now. Vini has to be above him. Vini's been here. Vini's the one that's going to win the Ballon d'Or later this year, right? Vini should be our highest paid player. He's been our best player, and we won a Champions League with him doing that, right? Give him a contract worth an extra 100K, maybe 600K a week, maybe 650K a week. That's not anywhere near the 6.9 million a week that he make in Saudi, but it's something. Up that release clause to 2 billion. Okay? 2 billion. And just pray to God that he accepts it. Because I think any Madrid fan that think Vinicius would not accept this, you're lying to yourself. If you don't think, bro, there's a reason why anybody would be considering this move. That is so much money. It's crazy. But no, I don't believe the club will ever sell him. I think they have to pay the release clause. That's the only way that I think the club allow him to leave, unless Vini buys out his contract to leave, on a free or something, which I doubt that he'll do. But as I said, if I'm the club, I'm offering Vini a new deal. I'm also gonna try and play the whole, you'll be a legend here. You can retire with the most trophies. You're the face of the club. Or, we'll make you the next captain. All these things is what I'd be like. You got to try something because the money is very tempting. So we'll see what happens, right? This is not a deal that's going to happen this summer, but this is definitely one to follow throughout the season and next summer. Now, do I think this report's real? I have no idea. Carlo Ancelotti came out and said that all the links to Saudi were fake. That's what he said a few weeks ago. Who knows what's going on? But what I know is I don't want him to leave anytime soon. But if he does leave, a lot of fans are going to curse him out and call him a snake and, he only cares about money and all this thing. Bro, this is real life. And again, everybody that's going to be cursing him out, especially the adults, you would never turn down this kind of money. You would never go to your job and ask for less money. So why do you expect footballers to do the same when they're doing their job? But anyways, yeah, I hope that he doesn't think like me. I hope that he rejects it. And yeah, we'll see if this is even real. Because again, we know that just because you see a transfer story, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily what's going on. But what I like to go off of is if there's smoke, there's usually fire. You know what I'm saying? And there's been a lot of smoke with these rumors. And again, these Saudi clubs, they are spending a lot of money. right? They are trying to grow the sport in their country because they are going to be hosting a World Cup there pretty soon, I believe, right? And what they're also doing before we get to the chat, them signing these big name players is also an investment for the country, not just for football. Because with them bringing in a player, hypothetically like Vinicius, right? That would be a statement signing. Imagine signing the best play, well, one of the best players in the world off of one of the biggest clubs in the world. That shows like that's just crazy to think about. And you got Neymar, you got Ronaldo, right? You got Benzema, like all these big name players in Saudi. Now that's going to bring more money into the country, right? That's going to bring in more tourists. That's going to, they're going to sell jerseys, merchandise. They're going to get TV deals and all these different things. So they're investing into the sport, they're into the country. And I don't blame them. But let me know what you guys think about Vinicius possibly going to Saudi maybe next summer. I hope he turns it down, but fuck, man. Told you, I had to grip my chest. When I saw this report, I couldn't believe it. I said no. I said no. Leave us alone. They were also looking at Rudiger. They were looking at Eder Militao. I'm like, bro, Saudi clubs, just like fuck off, please. Let me see. Big up, Calm. Welcome to the chat. He says, who does Palmer's play style and potential remind you of? To be honest, I have no idea, bro. Play style? I don't know. Who do you think, bro? Let me know what you think. Yeah, bro, top of the league. Looking forward to Valladolid on Saturday. Hope we get another 3 points. I hope that you guys don't get another 3 points, man. Yeah, 500 million is fucking crazy. I'd still say no, though, because we don't need the money. Barcelona need the money, but we don't. Let him go, bro. I'm tired of Vinicius scoring. See, of course you want him to leave. Of course. He's 23. I don't think he wants to go Saudi. Okay. 1 second, guys. One second, chat. 1 second. Yeah, he's 23. I mean, but again, the money. The money is too much. Yeah. By the way, with the huge players, Saudi makes the signings and then decides what clubs to give them to, or the player gets to choose the club. Benzema had the choice to go to Al Hilal, Al Nassr, or Al. Really? Wait a minute. So Benzema had the chance to be playing with either Ronaldo or Neymar and chose Etihad? Because you guys do know, right, that Al Hilal are like the Real Madrid or the Bayern Munich, like one of those clubs of Asia. Like, they're the most dominant club in that continent, in that part of the world. Like, they're that successful. But yeah. Steve, what's going on, bro? My guy. Big up everyone. Is going to be a crazy end up. Bro, for sure. For sure. Bristol Blues. And big up to you. I don't think I've ever seen you in the chat. So, welcome, bro. Welcome. I'm so far behind on comments. And I usually try to get everybody's in there. But I might have to maybe skip around a little bit, guys, because we still do have, we got a few more things to get into, and I don't want this to go on for, like, forever, With some other clubs, they have to ask the Saudi public for investments. Where all the Saudi clubs get their money, to buy players for them, i.e. Seko Fofana, Henderson at Al-Shabaab. Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. I would take the money too, bro. Steve, I'm out of there, bro. Steve, Madrid fans have to understand. They would have to understand. If Madrid wins another UCL in La Liga, wouldn't be surprised if he calls it quits in Europe. Fair. Saudi Arabia will host World Cup 2034. Yep. I'm not looking forward to that, by the way, because when it was in Qatar, some of those games were kicking off at like 5 a.m., bro. And I don't even know what I'll be doing in 2034. Hopefully, this channel would have grown into being so successful that, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe, it's looking a little different here. We could do something around the World Cup. But, yeah, we'll see. That will hurt La Liga for sure. Vinicius won everything at the club. Let him go, bro. I want to... No. João Cancelo also just joined Al Hilal. Yeah, bro. Al Hilal are moving crazy, bro. Neymar, Mitrovic. You know, we're gonna actually talk about them in a second. So, well, not in a second, but in a few minutes. So let me not even get into them right now. Does he remind you of Madrid Di Maria a bit? Ooh, Cole Palmer. Actually, no. And not because you're wrong, but when I started watching and supporting Madrid 2014, I don't think Di Maria was here. Like, I got into this sport 2014 World Cup. I don't believe Di Maria was at Madrid back then. I could be wrong, but I think he was at Manchester United when I first started watching. I could be wrong, though. Let me see. Di Maria. I'm about to look like a complete idiot if he was there. I don't think so. I don't remember him when I first started watching Madrid. Yep. He left Madrid summer. So he left the summer I became a fan because of the World Cup, literally. Big up Steve. Yeah, man. Big up Steve, man. Strasbourg Steve, my guy. I don't think Vinny leaves, to be honest. Maybe when he's 30. Okay, when he's 30, he can leave. When he's 30, fair enough. I wouldn't be mad at it. Yeah, man. Look, run the likes up, people. Run like, how many likes are we on? 33. Okay. Hey, look, man. Look, that's more than I could ask for. Big up. Why do you delude yourself about Trent joining Madrid? Well, why do you delude yourself and think Trent's going to stay at Liverpool? Actions speak louder than words, John. And I'm not saying that Trent will come to Madrid. I don't even want Trent. And, you know, I know that you're new to my content because I've never seen you here. But I don't want Trent at Real Madrid, especially if we're going to bring in Alphonso Davies. I don't want Alphonso Davies and Trent. I don't need both my fullbacks bombing forward up the pitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need Trent here. But I know Trent has not signed a new deal. I know Trent only has 12 months left. I know that the club would have been offering him new deals for at least a year now because no team wants their star players to only have 12 months left on their deal. So I think Trent would join Real Madrid. Yeah, him and Jude are best friends as well. You don't think that Jude talks to him? By the way, John, this past summer, Trent was on vacation after the Euros. He wasn't with any Liverpool players, by the way. He was in America. With who? John. Wait, John. I know you're still here. Get in the chat, bro. Tell me who Trent went on holiday with in the summer. Tell me, John. Because I can show you some pictures. Shout out to my guy, Curtis Shaw, the Arsenal fan. He went to a nightclub in Los Angeles. Guess who was there, John? John! Guess who was there? You would never guess. Trent. Okay. Jude. Okay. Tchouameni. Mbappe. What's going on here? My guy's going on vacation with Madrid players? Interesting. Wait, John, wait. Before we move off this, John, I need you to get back in the chat, bro. Did you see that picture of Trent signing the Real Madrid jersey that a fan wanted him to sign? I mean, I wonder why a player would want to join Madrid. No, but, you know, stay at Liverpool. You know, stay at that club that don't spend money. Stay at FA. And by the way, I don't really want to go in on your club because I don't know if you're a Liverpool fan, but I don't want to go in on Liverpool, right? I don't really like Liverpool too much. Nothing personal. I just don't really rate them like that. I think their stadium is ugly. England is just whack, right? I saw the surrounding grounds outside of Anfield. If Trent wants to stay so bad, then again, actions speak louder than words. Sign a new deal. You sign a new contract, the speculation goes away. But last thing that I'll say on this, John, before we go to some other comments. Coutinho said he's not going to leave Liverpool, signed an extension, and then 6 months later went to Barcelona. Interesting. That's all I'm saying. Okay? But big up to you, bro. Big up. And again, I don't even really want Trent at Real Madrid like that. He's a good player, but the guy can't defend. So I'd rather go sign Reece James, personally. Input says, yeah, they had to make it a little fair by splitting up the huge players, but pretty much it's their choice. That's fair, right? Because then everybody would just be going to Al Hilal or Al Nassr. So I actually do like that. Bro, same here. That's why I got a football 2014 World Cup. Bro, First game I ever watched, Brazil versus Croatia, Neymar. If it was not for Neymar, I would not be watching this sport. If Brazil would have stunk up the place, and if it was a 0-0 boring game, I don't know if I continue to watch that World Cup. To be honest, I really don't. And then I saw James Rodriguez, and it was over from then. It was over. That's why James, my second favorite player of all time. Who is your top 4 prediction? Okay. Man City first, Arsenal second, Liverpool third, Chelsea fourth. That's how I'm going. KDB and Van Dijk are best friends. Is Van Dijk joining City or KDB joining Liverpool? Well, no, because here's the difference, right? Van Dijk is old. KDB is also old. And Van Dijk's going to probably take a move to Saudi because they're going to give him higher wages. But if you think if Man City wanted him, he probably wouldn't go there because he played for Liverpool, you're crazy. Again, where else would Trent go then? So let me ask you, John, if Trent doesn't sign a new deal, where does he go next season? Go ahead, tell me. If Trent leaves Liverpool as a free agent, where do you think he'd pick? Talk to me. Let me know. Danny Carvajal is not getting any younger. There's a clear path for him to potentially start at Madrid. He's already won everything at Liverpool. Dark times are ahead for Liverpool. I'm telling you, bro. Liverpool are going to, after this season, the fall off is going to be crazy. Big up. Yeah, man. Yo, my guy Steve be watching like the third tier of French football. It's crazy, man. Big up, Steve, man. And big up to you, Benito. So you know nothing about football and Madrid pre-2014. You're a baby fan. Didn't even watch Di Maria. Nope, I didn't. I'm American, bro. If you didn't notice, and maybe you're American as well, and if you are, then you would know this sport was not that popular back then in this country, right? I was watching American football. I was watching NBA. So yeah, 2014, I watched the World Cup. I got into it. Nobody in my family watches this sport. So I had nobody to show me that either. So, yeah. But I'm 10 years in, right? 10 years is a long time. Would you do 10 years in jail, Con? Would you do 10 years right now in jail? Because that's how long I've been watching ball. So if you're saying that I'm a baby, that means that 10 years isn't a long time. So then you could do 10 years in jail then, right? For as long as I've been watching football, could you do that time in jail? I don't think so, bro. America. I believe he signed a contract. Just directors have been busy with manager and getting ready for the summer. Okay, so then what about a year ago when they didn't know that Klopp was leaving, when he had 2 years left? So you're telling me that as his contract was running down the last 5 years, nobody thought to just get the deal done? They all was just like, nah, let's wait for him to have a year left. Let's wait until he can almost sign a contract with somebody else and leave us for free. Let's wait till then to do it. Okay. Well, if that's how Liverpool are run, then, I mean, fair enough, bro. Fair. You missed 2014 Champions League. That was Madrid. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, you're right. I missed that. I was not watching back then. But look, speaking of Saudi, bro, let's keep it going. And we got to talk about Al Nassr, right? Because there's a report that says Cristiano Ronaldo wants them to appoint Zinedine Zidane as their next manager. Now, I don't see this deal happening. There's no way in hell I see Zidane managing in Saudi. Now, money talks. And I'm pretty sure that if Al Nassr do reach out to him, the offer that they'll put on the table would be something ridiculous that you probably can't turn down. But I think Zidane does not want to manage on a club level unless it's maybe a Real Madrid, right? I think he wants the French national team job. And the reason why I don't believe he wants to manage at a club level anymore is because this guy could have went to Bayern Munich this summer. He turned that down, right? I'm pretty sure a lot of these other elite clubs in Europe would have been offering him deals to come manage them. But yet he's decided to not sign for any of them. And I think that's for a few reasons, right? One, Zidane, legendary player, legendary manager, okay? He's completed football. And I think the PR behind Zidane is crazy. And I think if he goes to another club and he manages them and he fails, does not win that many trophies, plays bad football, gets sacked, now that damages his reputation, right? So going to Al Nassr, they got a decent team, right? They got Ronaldo, the GOAT. They got Sadio Mane, right? I think they got a few other guys there as well that I'm forgetting their names. But they're not the best team in that league. The best team in the Saudi Pro League is Al Hilal, and it's not close. Al Hilal just played Al Nassr the other week, and they beat the shit out of them. Mind you, no Neymar. Neymar's been out like the last year, and they still dominated the Saudi Pro League. They still won the cups. Zidane's not going to go there if he's not with the best teams. Zidane needs to be at the best club. He needs to have the best players, right? Because when he was at Madrid, right, won those 3 straight Champions Leagues, fantastic. But let's be honest, he didn't have to do that much. This guy got a squad that had Bale, Ronaldo, Benzema, Luka Modric, Casemiro, Toni Kroos, Isco, James Rodriguez, Marcelo, Dani Carvajal, Sergio Ramos, Rafael Varane, all in their primes damn near. He didn't have to do much. And now, again, I love Zidane, but he can't afford to go to another club and it just not succeed like that. I'm telling you, because everybody has this allure of the kind of manager that he is, right? Like I remember when Ten Hag, right? It looked like he was about to get sacked. I saw a Man United fan saying, "Oh, bring in Zidane. He's free." Why the hell would Zidane go to Manchester United? That would literally ruin the image that he's built up. Because United, regardless of who their manager is, they're not going to win trophies like that in terms of they're not going to win the Prem, right? Like Zidane's a manager that you bring in if you're Man City, if Pep leaves, right? Like that's the kind of job that he would take. That's why I was surprised when he turned down Bayern Munich. Because I'm like, yo, Bayern are the best team in Germany. They're arguably one of the best clubs in Europe. They're very well run. You go to Germany, you will dominate the domestic league. You'll go deep in the Champions League, but he didn't want to do it. I honestly believe that the only club he would come back to manage for is Madrid. And if it's not Madrid, then it's nobody. I think he'd rather just wait for the international job. And by the way, how the hell is Didier Deschamps still the French manager? I would have sacked him after that Euros performance. French were awful in that Euros. How the hell is he still there? But yeah, don't see this deal happening. I think, Ronaldo is coming towards the end of his career, right? This guy is like 38 years old. How many more years does he have left? Maybe 1 more season? 2 at max? Maybe he tries to play at the World Cup. But nah. I can't see Zidane going to Saudi and getting slapped up 4-1 by Al Hilal. Absolutely not. Nah. Don't see it. But what do you guys think about a possible reunion between Zinedine Zidane and CR7? Let me see. Same, bro. The USA versus Ghana game in 2014 World Cup got me hooked on the sport. John Brooks scored late, and I went berserk. Yeah. Wait, in 2014 World Cup, was that when the USA beat Portugal? Was that the same year? Salah ran down contract and re-signed. When did Mo Salah re-sign? He only has 12 months left right now. Zidane don't want to manage anywhere besides French national team. Facts, bro. Get me Zidane at Man United. Make him on FIFA, and then you can make him your manager, bro. It's not happening in real life. Yeah, Zulu want to keep us. Exactly, bro. Like, if he goes to any club, if he would have went to a Chelsea, if he would have went to a Manchester United, his legacy is now tainted because he's not going to dominate. They're like, come on now. This guy's, nah. If I'm Zidane, I'm not, bro. He's considered one of the greatest footballers of all time, and he's also considered one of the best managers of all time because of his Champions League run. I'm not doing anything to mess that up. If it's not the national team, forget it. Zinedine's better than Pep? I hear the argument. I don't know, though. Get Zidane after we sacked that boy fraud. Let me see. Nah, we drew Portugal, I'm pretty sure. I swear we beat. Oh, okay, we drew. Okay, well, look, at the time, I know it was going crazy. Look, see, a draw back then for America, especially against a big team like Portugal, felt like a win. But what, they lost in extra time? I'm not remembering. But that's okay, bro. Let's move on, though. Last thing that we're going to talk about with the Saudi League, and that is Kingsley Coman. Now, we know that he wants to leave Bayern Munich, right? Those reports have been circulating. They don't want him there anymore either. He's been there about 9 seasons, right? He's pretty much won everything that there is to win at Bayern Munich. But, you know, these things happen, right? His playing time's about to get cut down, right? They signed Olise. They still got Leroy Sané. They also got Serge Gnabry. So Kingsley Coman, he's surplus to requirements. On top of that, the guy can't stay fit to save his life. This guy is always dealing with some kind of injury. So, yeah, I think it does make sense for him to leave. And there's just been so much vague links with him, right? Like, they were talking about, oh, teams in the Premier League want him, or teams in Italy, or maybe Barcelona, maybe PSG, right? But the one concrete offer that we saw is him possibly joining Al Hilal. And if I was him, 28 years old, why not go to Saudi and join the best team in the Asian continent? He'll get to play with Neymar, Mitrovic, Milinkovic-Savic, right? You got Malcolm there as well. They just signed João Cancelo. You also got Koulibaly. You got Bunu who's in goal. You got Renan Lodi. Yo, Al Hilal are stacked. They are cooking. And I think they're going to win the Saudi Pro League again. And they're probably going to offer you more money than any other big club would be. Why not go? I can definitely see this deal happening. Now, I think there's reports saying that Coman, he would want to wait for these big clubs to possibly make him an offer. But I think a move to Al Hilal would be good. I mean, go Saudi. Go Saudi. I don't necessarily think any other big clubs around Europe are going to be fighting for Kingsley Coman's signature. Again, he's injury prone, right? He barely played at the Euros. And I do like his skill set for certain systems, right? He's good on the ball and he's fast. He's a runner. So I think there is some use for him. But if I'm him, that Al Hilal move looks real attractive. The Saudi Pro League, I think he'll cook. And I just don't understand, like, how are they letting Al Hilal build this kind of team? Like, it's actually crazy. Again, these guys won the league last season without Neymar. They've dominated without their main player there. It's just too much talent that they have over there. Now, obviously, if he does still want to play in Europe, then it's not a move that he'd want to make. But if I'm him, I'm going to Saudi Arabia. I think it's just up to him, right? And I'm pretty sure that they would have offered Bayern Munich a good bit of money. I think Kingsley Coman, he probably cost them about $40 million if they're saying that they've already agreed terms with the club. Now, what's weird is usually you see when transfers are getting done, clubs will agree terms with the player first, and then they'll agree a transfer fee, right? But it seems like they did it the opposite way because they've already agreed with Bayern, but now they have to wait for the okay from Coman, which means they didn't negotiate with Coman. Like, they didn't agree personal terms first, or else then we'd have got the here we go by now. So he's probably asking for more money. Who knows? But if I'm him, I'm going Al Hilal. I think he would cook in the Saudi league. Let me know what you guys think about this deal, though. I don't really have too much to add on it, though. Just because, I mean, you know. Let me see. Coman is washed. He is. I remember where he came from, PSG, then Juve, Bayern, and now, yeah, bro, he's been at so many big clubs. And the thing is, I think up until last season, he won the league every year since he first started playing football, like professionally, up until last season when Leverkusen won it. That's actually crazy if you think about it, bro. I'm bummed because I love Kingsley Coman, but his injuries are too much of a problem. That's a fact, Steve. He'll probably go. I think that he will because Olise's taking his spot, and Olise is a better player than him. Yo, Adam, what's good, bro? Big up, my guy. Yo, what you ended up doing for lunch? I'm curious. I'm just, I'm kind of hungry right now. It's all good. Damn, mad members in the chat today. Yeah, bro, big up. People like the football frenzies, bro. Yeah, like this stream usually is a bit active, but man, big up to my guy Adam, bro. Input: King of Saudi supports Al Hilal. Oh, okay, so that makes a lot of sense, bro. I mean, look, if I was the king and if I had a favorite club in that country, yeah, I'd be looking out for them as well. That's a fact. I'd take Coman at Newcastle, get this effing scrub Miguel Almiron out of here. Yo, what's going on with Miguel Almiron? I know that there were links with him and some other teams, like him possibly leaving, but this guy is still there. Weird. Yeah, he won every league until Kane pulled up. Yeah, see, like this guy, Harry Kane, brought Tottenham to Bayern Munich, but that's all right. I think Bayern Munich are going to cook next season. I expect them to do a double. I think they're going to win the Bundesliga. They'll probably win like the DFB Pokal. Is that the cup that they, right? I think. And yeah, I think Company's going to do good there. Well, what do we got next, bro? Okay, no, it's a lot of topics. Okay, we only got 3 more left. 3 more, chat. Those are actually pretty good. That's what I kind of want to take a break from talking real quick. I'm drinking my water. Yo, we've been live for 1 hour and 58 minutes. I'm literally giving you guys longer content than some of these movies out there. This is literally a whole movie, chat. You see? Took her for some shoots. Ooh, went to the CNE. I don't know what the CNE is, but sushi's not bad. Yo, I'm kind of a punk, bro. Like, when it comes to sushi, I don't eat the raw. Like, I'm not doing no raw salmon and the raw tuna. No. I'm doing California rolls. Give me the crab meat. What is it? Avocado and like the rice. That's what I want. Maybe a little bit of wasabi on the side and like a little piece of ginger. You get me? But I'm not doing the raw fish, bro. I like my fish cooked. Bro, Bayern Munich ain't winning nothing this year. Bro, Steve, I'll bet you, Steve. I'll bet you. I just watched How's Moving Castle was about as long as this stream. Bro, it's crazy. Now I'm with you, bro. Cali rolls and dynamite rolls. That's it. Yeah, bro. I'm not eating no raw fish, bro. If I wanted to eat raw fish, I'd become a bear. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, bro. Like, when I catch fish, I ain't going to eat it right then and there, right? I'm going to go home and cook it. So that's how I view it. But, yo, let's keep it going. So let's talk about Alphonso Davies, right? So there's a report coming out of Madrid that they're going to make one more attempt to sign this guy before the window closes. And I don't agree with it. What do you guys think about this, chat? Alphonso Davies is a player at Bayern Munich that only has 12 months left on his contract, right? Madrid have been trying to sign him all summer. Bayern are being stubborn, right? Their pride is hurt. So they don't want to do the deal. I think Bayern would rather lose him for free than sell, which I think is idiotic, right? Now, I said I don't agree with us going in for Davies this window because I don't want to pay Bayern Munich anything. I want them to lose him for free. Now you got to feel some pain, okay? Because we offered you guys $45 million when the window first started. Again, he has 12 months left on his deal. You're not going to get anything more than 40 to 45 M's. If they really do want to go in with another bid, I'd say bid 20 to 25 million because now the offer cuts in half since you guys want to be dickheads. And I get it. Look, Bayern, their pride is hurt. You know, they're the team that bullies everybody else in Germany, right? They take everybody else's big players and their best players and you know, they get great deals, right? You know how teams have feeder teams in like their groups? Bayern have a feeder league. The entire Bundesliga, the entire country of Germany is a feeder league for Bayern Munich. And now, when some other big boys enter the party, now their pride's hurt. Because they're not used to getting bullied. They're used to doing the bullying, right? So, we don't want to sell them. Fair enough. I don't think that Madrid need Alphonso Davies right now anyways. It's bad enough that we're still trying to figure out what the hell to do with our left wing. I don't need Alphonso Davies also on that left wing. Now what? I'm going to have Vini, Mbappe, and Rodrigo and Alphonso Davies all on that left wing? We don't need Alphonso Davies right now. So I'll take him for free next summer. Just make sure that you guys keep him safe, Bayern. Thank you very much. And you know what? We'll maybe do some loan watches because it's basically you'll just have him on loan, right? Just make sure that my guy don't get injured. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Look, Bayern Munich, their pride is hurt. And again, Alphonso Davies does not want to stay at Bayern Munich. If he wanted to, he would have signed the deals that they were offering him months ago. He's rejected all of them. Bayern's own CEO said he doesn't even know what Davies wants in terms of a new contract because they've offered him higher wages, but he's turned it down. What does common sense tell you? He wants to leave. And I rate Davies. I think he's a pretty good left back, but he's not better than Ferland Mendy. He's not, because he's not that good defensively, right? Like Alphonso Davies is one of these modern day fullbacks. These guys who on the ball going forward, they're fantastic. But defensively, it's a bit suspect. I mean, look, we saw it at the Bernabeu second leg, Champions League semifinal last season. They subbed on Alphonso Davies after Serge Gnabry got injured. They subbed him on as a left winger, and he cooked as a left winger because he's better offensively than defensively, right? So we don't need him, to be honest. We need a center back. Like that's what Madrid need to go out and try and sign before the window closes, is a center back, not Alphonso Davies. Get him on a free. Bayern Munich don't want to sell him right now? Fair enough, bro. Okay, fine. You'll just have to learn the hard way like PSG did. When a player is telling you that he wants to leave, when he's not signing new contracts, why do these clubs force them to stay? Why? It's bad business. I don't care who the players are. Once they get down to 2 years left, if you're not going to sign an extension, you got to find yourself a new club to play for because you're not about to leave here for free. And the thing is, I like what Bayern Munich have going on. You guys just heard me talk about them. I said they're probably going to win the Bundesliga. I think they will win the Bundesliga this season. And I think they will go deep in the Champions League. And I think Alphonso Davies is obviously a very important part of their success. So I get why they don't want to sell him because Bayern are not a selling club. That's not how they operate. Bayern don't sell unless they want to. But again, they got a lot of issues there in terms of their contract situations. Davies, 12 months. Kimmich, 12 months. Leroy Sané, 12 months. Jamal Musiala, 2 years left. I don't know what they've been doing because it's not been extending their players. So this is one to keep an eye on, right, throughout the season. I doubt that we get him this summer because now it's too late for Bayern to go get a replacement. If they would have sold him earlier on, like they should have, they could have maybe went out there and got a Theo Hernandez, right? Maybe even got somebody else. Who knows? But they want to play hardball. They want to be stubborn. So just lose him for free. I don't care. Because again, I don't think that right now Madrid need an Alphonso Davies. I think it's better to sign him next summer because it'll be free. And by then, we should have our left wing issues sorted out. Because again, Alphonso Davies, what makes him a good player is what he offers you in attack. The left wing is already overloaded, and we got to figure out how to fix that problem. So now imagine adding a fourth player that's going to want to be up on that left wing. It's just not really what we need at the moment. You know what I'm saying? So, look, big up to Bayern Munich. Enjoy him for one more season, and we'll be back. That's all I got to say about that. It is what it is. I mean, what do you guys think? Do Madrid even need Alphonso Davies right now? What would you do if you were the club? As I said, good player, but I don't think he's better than Mendy, and we don't need him right now. So why? We need a center back. That's what Madrid need right now. Not a left back. We got Mendy. We got Fran Garcia. We're good with those two players for this season. Go out there and sign me a center back, Perez. Come on, man. But look, I trust the club. If they don't want to go sign a center back, and they think Davies is the guy to bring in right now, whatever. They got credit in the bank. I don't have to agree with it, but I'll back it. But yeah, man, what do you guys think about this? Let's see. What? You don't like seafood, Steve? Wait, hold on. Whoa. Steve. My brother. We must have a conversation. So you don't eat salmon? You don't eat no shrimp? No crab legs? You don't be eating that, Steve? Oh my goodness. Nasty. But sushi, yeah, I agree if it's raw. I ain't doing that. All right, let's bet a jersey on it. I think Bayern aren't winning anything. You do. We got a deal. We'll virtually shake hands, okay? Deal. Davies, man, very good player. Just wait and get him on a free. Exactly, Adam. Will this season we're coming for every trophy, Premier League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and UCL. We have a great squad. Gundo is back. Treble is loading. Well, it's not going to be the Champions League, right? Because, we'll have to knock you guys out of that again. But, yeah, I think City are going to probably win a few trophies this season. I think definitely, like, at least 2 with the squad that they have. Yeah, bringing back Gundo was a good move for you guys. And then also, I think Savio is going to be one of the best wingers in the league. He's an absolute baller. And, yeah, you guys are going to cook. I'm pissed how Bayern Munich handled this. Davies as well. He'll leave us for free, which is mad annoying. Bro, it's just incompetence. It's incompetence. Like, anytime you let a player walk out of your club for free, it's a bad deal for you. It's awful. You just let a very valuable asset leave the club. It's weird. We're not letting you get all these cups, my brother. You played baby Chelsea week 1. We're coming. Yo, bro. And you missed it, Adam, when we talked about Victor Osimhen. We talked about you guys possibly getting Jadon Sancho. And we talked about Sterling maybe going to Manchester United, right? Like, but, you can go back and watch it, like, if you ever get a chance to. But, yeah, man, look, I think Chelsea. Oh, and we talked about Ivan Toney possibly going to Chelsea as well. Bro, some scary times are ahead, bro. Well, I don't think Madrid will sell Rodrigo to us. Jack Grealish might leave next year. I could see Rodrigo at Man City. I think that'd be Man City and Bayern Munich. I think are like the only clubs that you would leave Madrid for, right? And I think with the injury, well, not the injuries, but if he gets dropped, right, and if he falls out of the 11, I could possibly see Rodrigo leaving. I don't know to who. Hopefully he doesn't leave, but I can see it. Why do you think Bayern Munich win the Bundesliga? We made some good signings, sure, but Leverkusen haven't lost anybody. Well, I don't think that Leverkusen are going to be able to replicate what they did last season. On top of that, Bayern Munich have had the best summer, like they usually do, right? You bring in Olise, baller. You bring in João Paulinho, baller, right? And you guys still might sign Jonathan Tah from Leverkusen, right? Because, like, he wants to move. He only has 12 months left on his deal. He's trying to force a move to Bayern Munich. That might go through, right? I also think that the football that Rich and Company plays is going to work in your squad, bro. And I can see a lot of goals, right? I think that front 4 is real scary. Musiala, Harry Kane, Olise, Leroy Sané, or Gnabry. I just don't think Leverkusen are going to be able to go invincible again. There is just no fucking way. There is not, especially with them now having to add Champions League football on top of that. I'm telling you, bro, Bayern are going to cook this season. I think that you're going to be surprised by your own team, bro. Seafood is disgusting. YG smells terrible, horrible texture, horrible taste and shit. Okay, well, I think spoiled seafood, like seafood that has like gone bad, yeah, for sure. It definitely does not smell good. But damn. So yo, Steve, when I was like 18, my first ever job, bro, was at the grocery store. I don't know if you guys ever heard of like a Pathmark. I worked at Pathmark, and I was in the seafood department. I was in the seafood / deli department, and like I used to have to, like pack up the seafood, and if people want like, half pound of shrimp or you know what I'm saying? Like 2 fillets of salmon. Like I used to have to skin it, clean it and all that. Yeah, you would have hated that shit, bro. Yo, when I was working at the seafood department, I used to eat so much shrimp because like we would cook the shrimp for them sometimes. And like, I would always throw a little few extra in there for myself. and I'd go right in the cooler. I used to be killing that shrimp, bro. And then I was eating so much shrimp with Old Bay seasoning that after I stopped working in the seafood department, I didn't even want to see shrimp. How much shrimp I ate, bro. It was crazy. But yeah, you definitely would have hated that, bro. Yep, let's go, Steve. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Bro, I was warning my United brothers against Sterling. I saw them fighting in live streams over the idea of... Yo, bro, some United fans actually are open to the idea of it. It's crazy. And, like, why do Manchester United take all of Chelsea shit play or like their rejects? Like, that's what it seems like is happening now, right? Like, usually it's Arsenal that do that, right? But now it's United. Mount, now possibly Sterling? Oh my gosh. It's crazy. No, you aren't signing Ta? Okay, fair. Regardless, I still think that you guys win the league. You'll see, bro. There's no way Bayern go back-to-back seasons without winning a trophy. Impossible. Impossible. Impossible, bro. Like, I actually refuse to believe that that's a possibility. 1 second, chat, before we move on. Let me just... Okay. Yeah, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Where are we going next? Oh, yeah. Look, let's talk about this, right? Now, yo, Rayo Vallecano are not a team that I ever thought I would be talking about as much as I have the last week, right? We just talked about them because they signed one of my favorite players of all time, James Rodriguez, right? And now they're back and they're trying to sign Memphis Depay. What are they cooking at Rayo Vallecano? Now, we did a watch-along for their game against Barcelona, right? It was a hate-along. And also, I was hoping that James Rodriguez was going to play. It was an unsuccessful hate-along because Barca ended up winning, right? But, yo, Vallecano, that first half, were cooking Barcelona. They were actually playing some really good football. I was surprised because they're a team that I never watch unless they're playing against Real Madrid. And usually we just dominate them. But the game against Barcelona opened up my eyes. And I think if James was playing, they might have got something from this. Now, clearly, whoever their director of football is going to the free agent tab and seeing what players are not at clubs and who could we possibly bring in. And I think if they go get Memphis Depay, who's already played in La Liga with Barca, with Atleti, so he knows the league, and he's a free agent, this would be a great deal. They don't have much talent there. Let's be real. Memphis Depay with James providing him chances? I like it. I don't think Rayo Vallecano are going to do anything this season, right? They're going to be a mid-table to bottom half club in La Liga, but that at least makes them entertaining, right? Because I'm already going to be tuning into games to watch James. So now if you add Memphis, a player that I actually rate as well, that I think is pretty good, I think it could be nothing but good for their club because their attackers today in that second half, who's number 7 for Vallecano? The bald guy. No, yo, he dropped a stinker today. I'm saying Memphis Depay starts over him, right? James Rodriguez starts over him. Yo, go do the deal. If I was Vallecano, I'd sign Depay, and maybe I'd go get Anthony Martial. But nah, back on Depay, though, I wonder why he still doesn't have a club, right? I know that his wages might be an issue, but I think he's a decent player, right? He's a center forward, but he can play on the wing as well. He has a lot of experience, right? I think it's kind of weird that he hasn't been getting linked. Like, I have not seen one link for Memphis until this one. And I cannot believe I'm sitting here talking about Rayo Vallecano. I can't believe it. Like, bro, I thought after the James deal, I'd never talk about them ever again. But here I am. And again, I think it'd be a good signing for the club, right? Because teams like this, right? They got to find ways to compete some way, somehow. They don't have as much money to spend as a Barcelona, as an Atleti, as a Real Madrid. Like, they don't have that kind of money. So you have to be smart with your business, right? You have to look at free agents, right? So you don't got to pay a transfer fee, right? You also got to look at, maybe signing like younger guys who you can develop into really good players. And again, Vallecano, they didn't even do that well last season. And this season, as I said, they're not going to do that well either. They're not going to finish in a European spot. They're probably not going to make a deep cup run. So, I mean, what they got to do is just try and stay up, right? Don't get relegated. And give your fans some good football to watch, right? I think Depay's play style, right? He's good on the ball. He can hold up play. He can link it as well. I think he's a decent striker. I think his finishing could be a little bit better, right? In the Euros for Netherlands, I don't really think he had the best tournament, but he's still serviceable, right? And I wonder why he left Atleti on a free deal. I thought that was weird when they first let him leave for free. But now they got Julian Alvarez, they got Griezmann, they got Alexander Storloff, you got Angel Carrera. So, yeah, you don't really need a Memphis anymore, right? But a team like Rayo Vallecano, they need a Memphis. Him and James, bro, we might have to do some more Vallecano watch-alongs because the game today was interesting. So, yeah, man, look, I hope that this deal happens, right? Or I hope that somebody comes and signs Memphis. Because, again, just no rumors, not even with Saudi clubs. I've seen nothing. It's crazy. But, yeah, what do you guys think about this one right here? Let me see what you guys are saying, man. They had a chart of their sales this window, and I swear to God, one of the guys had unknown next to the sale price. Oh, I think you're watching Saeed's stream, right? Yeah, man. Big up Saeed. Big up Saeed. Nah. Yeah, man. Crazy. Let's see. James Rodriguez. Yeah, bro. What a signing. What a fucking signing. Oh, my gosh. I'm so excited that he's back in Europe. I'm so excited, bro. I'm so excited. Literally, I only watched the game today against Barcelona because I thought he might play. I knew he probably wasn't, right? Because he only signed for them like 2 days ago. But he got in a training session. So I was like, maybe they put him on the bench. But he didn't play. He was in the stands. I was like, fuck. I was kind of sad. But that side. They played well today versus Barca. Yeah, until the second half. Second half, Barcelona absolutely cooked them that second half. Rayo got a mean senior squad cooking. Facts. Telling you, bro, go get Martial in there too. I heard some Barca. Yeah, forget his name. Like number 27 or 28. He played in the pivot next to Pedri. I think he tore his ACL, bro. Sucks. If KDB leaves December, how do you... Yo, big up Ramen, man. Yo, one thing that my guy Ramen's going to do is find a way to bring back Man City in the conversation. If KDB leaves next summer, I want Musiala, but I can't see my club spending. Yeah, okay. If you don't think Man City would spend 90 million for Musiala, you don't know your club. You guys, I think anybody. If all it took was 90 million to get Musiala, every big club in the world would do that deal in a heartbeat. 90 million for Musiala is a bargain. Musiala's going to cost you, well, next summer, if he only has 12 months left on his contract, then yeah, it might only be 9. Yeah, because with 12 months left, they're not going to be able to get as much. But if Musiala had years left on his deal, this guy would cost maybe 130 M's. So 90 million is a bargain. That'd be a great deal for Man City. They're a well-run club. Andoni Areola was there before he went to Bournemouth. Yeah, and then last season, didn't they have Falcao, right? Abdallah, bro, don't remind me. Depay and Griezmann both flopped at your club. Really? I thought that Depay was actually pretty serviceable for Barcelona. I know Griezmann flopped, but wasn't Depay decent for like... Because wasn't he only there for like a season or like half a season? Number 7 is, yeah, Issy. I had him on the thumbnail, the bald guy. He's actually really good for them, but he wasn't at the best today. Okay, see, I'm not familiar with this game. So when I saw him, bro, that first touch was so dead today. I couldn't believe it. Bro, let's do some rather kind of watch-alongs. Yo, bro, for sure. Like, when they're playing, maybe, like, the next time they play an Atleti or Barca. Yeah, bro, let's do it. Yo, bro. We're talking about Rayo Vallecano. And my guy, Ramen, said, I know you're talking about them, but, if KDB leaves, what about Musiala? I'm like, look, man, big up to my guy, Ramen, man. Big up. Yeah, Bernal. Yeah, I saw that he's out for a few months. Yeah. Yo, the kid for Barcelona at left back, Gerard Martin, was getting cooked that first half. Oh, my gosh. Yo, they was on his app. He's the reason that they conceded. That left side of Barca's defense was so weak. Sauteing his ass. I couldn't believe it. I was like, geez. Okay, last story. Then we're out of here, chat. Last story, then we are out of here. So I saw this rumor actually pretty late. Now, I haven't seen it from anybody that's credible, right? Nobody that I'd be willing to put any kind of note on this. But a lot of Arsenal fans are running with it. And yeah, if you guys don't know, we're going to be talking about Darwin Nunez and a possible move to Arsenal. Where the hell has this rumor come from? Like out of nowhere. Now, as I said, nobody credible has actually reported on this story, right? This account, the screenshot's right there. He has a lot of followers, right? And some pretty important people follow him. So I said, you know what? Let's entertain this idea of Darwin Nunez possibly joining Arsenal. Now, I think this would be an awful transfer. Darwin Nunez is not good. He's not. And even from a stylistic POV, he doesn't fit how Arsenal want to play, right? Darwin Nunez is a striker that's better in a transition team, right? Teams that want to hit you on the counter. Teams that, you know, are looking to do a lot of through balls and balls over the top. Arsenal play slow, possession-based football. Darwin Nunez doesn't even have the ability to play that kind of football because his first touch is dead. And I know Arsenal need a striker, but I honestly don't think he'd be better for Arsenal than Kai Havertz. And that's saying something, considering that I do not rate Kai Havertz. Just from a stylistic standpoint, this makes no sense. How the hell is he going to fit at Arsenal going against low blocks every single week? How would that work? On top of him not having the skill set to even play that style of football, which is why I think he's not going to start for Liverpool that much. Because Klopp wants to play possession-based football. And Jota is better than Darwin Nunez. So I think Nunez will be a guy off the bench if you're chasing the game, right? He'll be an impact sub, I think, for Liverpool. But at Arsenal, I don't see. Bro, this guy, he's such a weird striker because Darwin Nunez misses sitters, right? He misses the easy goals. But if you need a 30-yard screamer, if you need an overhead bicycle kick, that's when he's there, okay? I don't get it. He makes the easy stuff look hard and the hard goals look easy. Because to be fair to him, his goal catalog is a joke. The goals that I've seen this guy score, I'm thinking, fucking hell. How can't you finish tap-ins? Like, what are you doing? But I don't see this deal happening. And I think it would cost too much money. Liverpool would probably want 80, maybe 85 million for Darwin Nunez. And they'd be selling him to a Big Six rival, a team that they're trying to compete with for the title. Why would they do this deal? And again, Arsenal, they do need a striker. But Darwin Nunez is not the striker that they need. There's nothing that I think he does really well, except for score some screamers. At least Kai Havertz, who I also don't like that much, at least he can link play. You know what I'm saying? He gets involved all around. Darwin Nunez can't do any of that. Literally, all he can do is run in behind, and you pray to God that he scores. That's why I think for Uruguay, he cooks. Look at that Bielsa system. They're very entertaining to watch. We saw it during Copa America. They press. They try and win the ball back fast. Through balls, long balls. And you see Darwin Nunez, he cooks for his international team, right? He perfectly fit the system that Klopp was running. But in a possession-based team, he can't make it. I'm telling you, he would not make it. I think Darwin Nunez would do perfect at like a Manchester United, right? Ten Hag likes to play that shit football, counterattack, through balls, ball over the top. Yeah, I think he would do better at a Man United than he would at Arsenal. I don't see this deal happening, chat. But we had to talk about it, though, because I see a lot of people actually running with this right here. And I'm just thinking, why would this be the striker that Arsenal decide to go spend a lot of money on? Like, it just makes absolutely no sense. Maybe we'll see if this kind of picks up. And now we're talking about the Fabrizios and Ornstein start talking about it. Then we got to have an actual conversation here. But from a stylistic standpoint, makes no sense for Arsenal to go get Darwin Nunez. He is not the kind of profile of player that I think Arteta would want. And then if they did go and sign a Darwin Nunez, I would have to question, why not go get Ivan Toney? Because Ivan Toney perfectly fits into Arsenal. Darwin Nunez does not. No first touch, can't pass, doesn't create chances like that, right? This guy needs to be playing in a fast-paced team. Arsenal are a very slow team. Arsenal are a robotic team. What are we doing here? He needs to be in a system where he's going to be able to run. That's not what you're going to get at Arsenal. So, yeah, man, get in the chat. Let me know. Do you think Darwin Nunez would be a good signing for Arsenal? Do you disagree with me or what? Let me see what you guys say here. Yeah, I saw this. Yeah, bro. Like, and again, like, who the fuck is this? Like what? AFC Amden or AF Camden? Bro, like, he's just a regular Twitter guy, but he's followed by a lot of big people. So, and I saw a lot of Arsenal fans, like, making edits and things like that. So I'm like, all right, let's just talk about it, bro, because you never know, right? And it can make for a good clip. I like Darwin because he threw hands with drunk Colombian. Yeah, I saw that. When they were playing in North Carolina. Maybe he'll peak with more game time. Maybe, but not in an Arsenal system. No. Darwin, the Ron Artest, a.k.a. Meta World piece of football. Okay, now that's funny, bro. Throwing hands with the fans. I need to see him at Arsenal. That'd be hilarious. Bro, I can't see it. I can't. Like, that would be the craziest deal of the summer if that does happen. Chelsea? Nah. I mean, nah. Because Maresca wants to play possession-based football. He would get a lot of chances, though, at Chelsea. Actually, Chelsea wouldn't be that bad, to be fair. But nah, I can't see it, though. Nah. Well, if you look at the stats, Darwin is an expensive guy for the Liverpool offense. So many chances, so few goals. Maybe he signs in Copa America like Gakpo in the Euros, but at LFC. Yeah, I mean, and also, I think he also does well internationally because the game is so fast. And, you know, it's kind of like basketball. It's like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that's an environment that he would thrive in, you know? It would not be a good sign for Arsenal, no, because he screws it up in big moments. That's true, right? You might as well have Kai Havertz there. Because, yeah, Darwin Nunez is not the guy that you should be looking for to do that. But, yo, big up to everybody, man. Look, this stream, a lot of fun. We went for 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's a fucking Twilight movie right there, chat. And, you know, this stream was a lot of fun. Big up to everybody that was in here. Big up to everybody that smashed the likes and that subscribed as well. Let me see. Arsenal obsessed with fixing players like high school girls who think they could fix up a guy. Yeah, man. Arteta loves a pet project, bro. Kai Havertz and all these other guys. Bro, get out of here, man. Oh, my gosh. Nah, but, yo, big up to you guys, man. I appreciate you. I will be back tomorrow. We're going to be doing another Madrid hype, but it's going to be more so of a match preview for the game on Thursday against Las Palmas. We'll also talk about some other news there as well. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a football frenzy tomorrow. I got to see what news breaks, but there'll be content on the channel, guys. So make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notification bell so you guys don't miss any time I drop a new video. And chat, big up to you guys, man. I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out, guys. Peace.